get frustrated. I'm getting off Facebook because I hate all this arguing and so on and so on. And you can come here and talk to some. Listen, people have a hard time getting together for Thanksgiving because of our current political climate, where somebody voted for our current president and some other family member did not vote for that person.
Right.
Families should be able to talk about that and respect the fact that your brother or sister voted for our president and you didn't. That should be fine. Let's discuss it. What impressed you about him? What didn't impress you? Why didn't you vote for him? And do it with civil discourse. We have lost the art of civil discourse. And Minds is going to restore that. Well, that's what we're working on.
I'm glad you said that. That's one thing that I've learned how to do by doing this podcast, is learn how to talk to people better, learn how to really listen to people. And when I first started this podcast 10 years ago, I wasn't very good at it. I didn't really have any experience doing it. Mostly what I was doing was me talking, like I was doing stand-up comedy, or I was talking to my friends. The civil, like social civil discourse, like being able to sit down with people and calm each other down and talk and have compassion, genuine compassion for each other, and just listen to each other, is one of the lost arts in human interaction.
Because you know what? It's because we see only what the person did. We don't, in terms of who they voted for or what they believe and what they did, what group they joined. We don't see what led them to that. And because we don't talk to them.
All right, motherfucking Saturday night. Goddamn. We do appreciate y'all coming out and spending your time with us and all that good shit. Don't light up the smoke, because they supposedly got the undercover motherfucking policeman out there, so. Drink it up, have a good time. Let's fucking get this thing going straight to motherfucking hell.
All right, you guys, welcome back to Triple B. And today I'm getting drunk with a white separatist militiaman because it's America and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Brad, welcome back to the channel.
That's funny. All
How you been,
right.
man?
Not too bad. That was a pretty good intro.
We gotta remember we have freedom for a freaking reason.
Exactly. Like, oh, well, that's a good intro, you know.
Man, it's
Oh,
just great to have you back here. You know, kind of like I was telling you before, we spoke on the phone a little bit before starting this. It's very odd that your videos and Brother Ryan's videos, all the ones where we're criticizing Israel and Zionism and all that, not a single view has been removed. So you
that's
have better coverage than anybody else on the channel.
well, that's insane because it's like normally those get like knocked down quick. You know, you start criticizing, you know, Club 109. And, I don't know if you understand that reference, you know.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you start criticizing Club 109, and all of a sudden, oh well, we can't have that. But on your channel, apparently, it doesn't happen. That's kind of cool.
Well, not just my channel. It's like I was telling you. Think about Candace Owens. All the things she's been saying about Israel, all the complaints, all the criticisms. She's the top of YouTube right now. It kind of seems like we went in an era where, yeah, they're cracking down on anti-Semitism and criticism of Israel and all that. But for some reason in the current moment, they want to let it happen. You know, I've explained on the channel before how before Charlie Kirk got killed, my views were just constantly going down. It was removing likes, views, all this. After Charlie Kirk got killed, it went stable. And now, as of a couple of weeks ago, we've lost over 1,000 views on the channel. But like I said, your video, Brother Ryan's video, those don't get touched. Brother Scrub, his videos, they lose views. A lot of my videos, they lose views. But anything criticizing Israel seems to be allowed to stay for some reason. Maybe they're collecting evidence.
That's interesting. That's very that's odd. That's something that kind of sticks out in my mind. Is kind of one of those things I should watch.
It's really weird, and a lot of other people have noticed it too. It's just like I don't know, because like, you know, before we start going too deep into Israel, everybody knows my views. I don't give a fuck about the Jewish people. Well, I mean, I give a fuck about the Jewish people. Most of my statements, they're not anti-Jewish. They're not anti the people. It's anti the government. It's anti-Netanyahu, anti-IDF, anti-Mossad.
The butcher of what was his nickname? The butcher of
Baghdad?
No. He was literally called the butcher of, not Lebanon. Well, he was in Lebanon, but I can't remember the town. He was like literally called the butcher of something in Lebanon, and I can't remember what it was. Butcher of Beirut.
Mm.
That was his nickname given to him by the Lebanese.
Netanyahu?
Yep.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking Butcher of Baghdad. I'm pretty sure that's Saddam Hussein. So to have a similar nickname, it's like.
And here's the funny thing is I've been looking into the Ba'athist Party and Saddam Hussein and all the horrible things he did. It's like you really have to look at what even what AI has given me. It's not as bad as what's going on right now.
Like, I believe Saddam Hussein was a bad guy, but at the end of the day, it's like he was kind of just a faux target. You know, he was just kind of propped up to be there to have us all go against.
The thing is he was put to death for killing, like putting to death a bunch of people that basically tried to assassinate him. Okay, but at the same time, two of his bodyguards were killed during that assassination attempt. The grand total of people that died were like 140 people. Of those 140 people, all of them were people trying to kill him.
Damn.
It's like,
Meanwhile, Netanyahu's just leveling everybody.
right. It's like, okay, so let me get this straight. The guy, and on top of that, you know, Saddam Hussein, what I don't know if I brought this up in other podcasts or not. Saddam Hussein, who was the guy that was in charge of Libya? Crap.
I'm drawing blank too.
And I was almost there too.
Man, we barely started drinking.
Yeah, well, I've been drinking for a while, but anyway, Saddam Hussein, the guy who was in Libya since the 80s, and Hitler, what did they all have in common? They all kicked out the central banks, and they all were trying to go to the gold standard.
Fuck. Ken, not pro Hitler, not pro Saddam Hussein. I'm just taking in facts here and absorbing. That's it.
No, I'm not saying I'm pro anything. All I'm saying is, what do they have in common? It's like, oh, okay. And here's the other thing: is on the left, you know, oh, Hitler's horrible. Hitler's horrible. Okay, well, do you agree that animals should be treated humanely? Do you?
Oh yeah, question? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So he instituted the first anti-cruelty to animals kind of like if you beat your dog, that was not a good thing under Hitler.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, yeah. He also had a lot of conservation type of laws. So everybody's like, oh, Hitler's so horrible, but at the same time, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, he was such a bad person. Well, would you agree that it was a bad thing to just clear-cut forests?
Yeah.
Most people would say, yes, it's horrible. Well, he agreed with that. It was not a good thing. He was a conservationist. He was a naturalist.
Yeah.
He was also a vegetarian.
Never knew that.
Yep.
I knew the conservation aspect of it because I know there was like, as I like to read about like all these old little Nazi things they had going on. There's one they had, I think they had these German scientists and they were wanting to bring back like these like animals that didn't go extinct too long before in the past, but they were trying to create like basically conservation grounds where they could bring these animals back and then they could essentially have the Germans hunt larger prey while also maintaining a system of controlling the ecosystem. Kind of like an early precursor to Jurassic Park from what I was reading. I don't know how much of it was fantasy, but...
I never heard that. What was the books?
It was a YouTube video. Let me see if I can... We'll keep talking. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. But,
Okay.
Let's see here. Hitler, Jurassic Park. Let's see. Fucking ads. God. As part of their crazed dream to create a 1,000-year Reich, they developed for detailed blueprints for Aryan settlements and vast hunting parks for Aryan animals. Göring and Himmler employed Germany's best scientists to launch a hugely ambitious program of genetic manipulation to change the course of nature itself, both in the wild and for domestic use. In a fascinating blend of politics and biology, Hitler's Jurassic Monsters is the true and astonishing story of how Nazis tried to take control of nature, yada, yada, yada. Started as a private project between two zoologist brothers, Lutz and Heinz Heck. The plot was embraced by the Nazi Party after the two befriended Hitler's second-in-command, Hermann Göring. The two creatures they focused upon were the Arik, which was a supersized, wild, and violent breed of cattle, and a Tarpan, the wild and aggressive ancestor of the modern horse. The area the Nazis earmarked for this project was the Bialowice forest of Poland, which was home to packs of wolves, the elusive Eurasian lynx, the European moose, and some of the last surviving European bison.
What are the sources though?
This one was just a random article. I've seen a bunch of videos on it, but
No, I know about the wild cow, I guess, steer, whatever. I know that's extinct. I know that was tried to be brought back after World War II. It wasn't during. That's for sure, or before. Well, they might have tried it before. Not sure. Good thing they didn't try to bring back the dire wolves.
I was literally thinking of the dire wolves in my head with that. Man, you know what one of my favorite conspiracies is? Pandas aren't real. And the theory is pandas are real, but you've heard the theory, right?
Yeah.
It's like, where are the old paintings of pandas? No one painted pandas. No one drew pandas. No one started talking about pandas till the 1800s. And then all of a sudden they're using it as government currency to shift around to different political leaders.
Well, at the same time, it's like they can't. They're really dumb. I mean, they can only eat one thing, and really.
So like you'll walk over, just push one over, and it would just it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's the koalas are more terrifying than the panda.
Koalas will fuck you up.
Yeah, they will. Like, shoot your face off.
Grab you by the neck.
Anything in Australia, you just stay away from.
No shit, I don't know how they survive over there.
I don't either. Even in the cities, there's like a specific spider that I can't think of the name of it, but especially in Sydney, I think I've never been to Australia, but they like get in your shoe and you got to like check your shoe before you put it on every fucking morning. It's like, I don't want to live like that.
There were spiders like that in West Texas. West Texas, they'll have wolf spiders. I'm not sure if they're poisonous, but they get like that big. And you go out into the country or whatnot, and you want to check your shoes because they just right in there.
That I was telling you about the spider that bit me.
Yeah. You want to go into that story a little bit? Because fuck that.
Well, here you might be able to get it on camera.
Oh God.
You can
Oh, yeah, I see a little bit.
That's the scar right there. It's about the size of a $50. Yeah, that was a fun story. Oh man, that was a. No, I'm not sure if I want to go into that.
Relive that. Just note it's horrifying. It's disgusting and it's horrifying, and it makes you want to check everywhere you go.
Yeah, well, it happened in Afghanistan, and I was like 5 days out from going home. That's, and I decided to. Oh well, I'm either 5 days out from going home, or maybe keep it staying over. I'll just go home. After being bit.
Ballsy decision, but you got home.
Yeah. I guess it was ballsy.
Well, shit, if we don't want to go into the spider, I got to ask what you've been thinking about the Epstein files lately. What's been piquing your interest in regards to all that? So I feel like everybody's got a different angle of fascination when it comes to this now.
I'm not actually sure about the Epstein file. I think everybody's focusing on the Epstein files and have completely forgotten about Pizzagate.
I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of talk about Pizzagate lately. That's I was kind of a believer in that for a while, and then I kind of fell off because I was like, nah, it's a little much. But now I'm just like, old selves reactivating.
I can't remember the name of the channel, but the one kid, he goes way into it. And he's like, well, the one guy that went into the Pizzagate place and shot the server, he's dead. The guy that actually shot, through the door and actually hit this hard drive with one shot. And then he leaves, and then he gets killed by 2 police officers. And it's like, so let me get this straight. He knew exactly where to shoot through this door.
Hit the hard drive specifically.
to hit the hard drive in order, and then he just ends up dead because reasons in a traffic stop when he was unarmed. Like, okay. It sounds a lot like a Clinton, two to the back of the head kind of suicide.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: you think the Clintons are actually going to face any judgment for this? I know they're set to go to the 23rd of the hearing, but I think.
Well, to be honest, I see a lot of. The more I talk to people anymore, it's really hard to find somebody that's like fully behind the government at all. And I see a lot of people going, okay, well, they're letting all these people off for no reason. It's like, oh, well, he didn't really mean to do that. He just sort of,
he tripped and fell under.
He didn't know what he was doing, so he only gets like 20 months of community service, and he's in the meantime he's killed a whole family, like a daughter and a couple grandparents. I actually just watched this like not too long ago, and it's like, and the father goes nuts in the courtroom. It's like, at a certain, we're at like at a point where hypothetically, let's say in Roblox world,
dirty play.
Yeah, certain people are not going to get off as easily as they think they are. That includes the people that are setting down these sentences, because at a certain point, people are going to go, okay, well, what happens if I decide what's right, because that asshat has completely wiped out my family, and well, he's got community service, and the person that gave him that sentence, they just keep going along with their life. At a certain point, people are going to go, okay, well, since I don't have much else to live for, I don't think they should either.
It's like Luigi and the healthcare CEO. It's like, I don't support it, but that's the level of vigilantism people are going to take.
Right. Well, Luigi, from my understanding, he had his mother was fucked over by that system. And he was also fucked over by that system, because my understanding, he's a surfer, and he had back problems because of something. I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure it was from surfing or what it was. But either way, they were paying out the ass for nothing.
That's the thing, is like, I sympathize with his plight. I don't sympathize with the direction he took, because it's like, even if I supported the Luigi shooting, the reality is, looking at it strategically, that incident, I think, drove those types of people further underground. They got more security. They upped their fucking.
Well, what happened to Luigi though? What's happened to him though?
Prison superstar.
Is he in prison?
I mean, I think he's still in trial. They haven't released him yet, to my knowledge. I haven't followed it too closely, but from what I've gathered, he's a fucking celebrity in that jail.
He's a celebrity in jail, but he's not gone to prison.
Well, he's in the same place that they're holding, if I'm not mistaken, Diddy and a lot of those other people that got arrested. They're holding the same prison. Maduro, I think they're all in the same facility in New York. Like, that's where they're putting all the celebrity killers and people now.
Okay, so what's the worst that's going to happen to him?
Well, I don't think he's going to get killed. I think the worst that happened is sitting out a sentence.
Even if he goes to prison, what's going to happen to him?
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
He'll be the safest motherfucker in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blacks love him. Whites love him. Mexicans love him. He's transcended the racial barrier.
Right. So what happens when a certain point gets passed? At a certain point, it's like, okay, well, what kind of justice do we have? Do we have a true justice system?
Nope. That much.
Not really. No. Nope. Not anymore. We used to. When I was growing up, we did.
I've certainly never seen it in my lifetime.
Well, like I said, when I was growing up, I'm a bit older than you.
No, I got the shit into the stick. 97 onwards, just like got a couple good years in there. I mean, I was just a kid. I wish I was an adult in those years. Maybe could have enjoyed it a little more, but no. Graduating to 2015, and then the world's just fallen apart, and it's been in a steady decline ever since.
Yeah. Well, we brought up the Weavers in the past, but that was what, over $400 worth of taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After that, it was like, okay, so everything's over what? The feds only get involved with taxes. If you don't pay your taxes. Listen, I want everybody to understand this. If you don't pay your taxes, that's when the feds get involved. Don't rely on the FBI to investigate anything. Investigate your own stuff. Put it out whatever you can. If nothing happens, maybe, alcohol speaking, maybe some things should happen on their own.
And like, speaking as somebody who's reached out to the feds, and I'm praying that they look at a couple of the angles I presented them. Yeah, I don't have faith in them to take care of shit. Like, I talked to them once or twice. I ain't gotten a call back. It's like, are y'all really doing anything? Like, I'm putting my faith in you. Here you go. Like, here, I'm gonna do shit. No, I don't know.
When I heard you say you spoke with the FBI, I was like,
oh yeah,
I was like, oh my God.
Well, there's one main concern for why I wanted to speak to the FBI, and I might have to take this off camera, may not, but the story of my old friend Larry and the child trafficking rings. That is the main thing that we wanted them to look at, and I'm praying they're looking into it. But again, I'm losing faith in the system so hard. Like,
well, I understand where you're coming from, because it's out of naivete and lack of experience. Everybody that's talking about adrenochrome and eating children and child molestation and everything like that now, because of the Epstein files, people like me and older were talking about that back in the 90s. The same story.
I mean, I've been talking about that shit since middle school. Like, that's what I was brought up on, is that this was happening.
But the thing is, we've been speaking about that since the early to mid 90s, but nobody would listen to us. Now, all of a sudden, oh, holy shit, you guys were right this whole fucking time. And at this point, all I can do is sit here and go, okay, now what are you going to do about it?
And I think the best that I can do is just focus on my own local pedophiles.
Right, and I that's what I've been doing. I've been hunting really hard lately, and I'm making headway.
Yep. Same here. Fuck you, Bonnie boy. I'm coming for your freedom.
Well, let's just keep it at that.
I'll keep mine at that too. Just Bonnie boy. Still watching. I know he's watching every video. I'm keeping fear in that motherfucker's heart until he's fucking sent.
Well, if you need help, and obviously he's a person that seems to be empowered, let's just say, I'd be happy to make a visit.
As much as that would warm my heart, as much as that would warm my fucking heart. Nah, you know what gives me, you know what makes my fucking pee-pee hard right now? The fact that I know every second of that man's fucking life since this has happened, since I dropped that video.
Oh, you've done my homework for me.
I wake up and I'm like, man, I lost my job. I'm sad today. I'm like, wait, I scared the shit out of the pedophile and made him run like a fucking bitch. Oh, I bet he's shitting his pants today. And he should be, because he's going to go to fucking jail. Throw on domestic threats. Hey.
Well, like I said, you've done my homework for me. I don't have to do anything extra. I can just show up.
No, that's the part where if the cops are listening, I'll be like, no. Because no, that's the thing. It's like, I hope that the fucking police are watching this channel, because my job fired me for fear and intimidation because they didn't look into anything I was doing. They didn't give a fuck who I was, what I was about. They're like, oh my God, scary music video. And I'm like, that scary music video saved 4+ fucking children, multiple women, multiple different guys. Like, come on.
What do you think? What did you think of my music that I sent you right before
I'll be right here with you.
right before we got on?
I was thinking of Bonnie Boy the whole time. It's a great song. That was good.
Yeah, that's one of those things I listen to every once in a while. Otherwise, I get really dark.
I added it to my playlist. How's the quote go? It's great art disturbs the comforted and comforts the disturbed. Like, that's kind of how I feel with music and music videos like that is, you know, I have such a dark taste in things, and you go to half the music videos and it's murders and people getting shot up, but it's like, that shit comforts me. Sorry to say it.
Well, that video is dark, but at the same time, it's uplifting.
Ain't it? It's like I said, like I told my boss this, you will never take those kids' smiles away from me. I had teenagers come up to me work and they had their phone. They're like, you fucking made this? And I'm like, you're goddamn right, I made that. And they're like, man, I was losing hope.
You should send it. You should send that to them and be like, hey, I got this guy online. He'll take a trip.
No, I guarantee you he's combing over every single fucking video I'm making sure we don't talk about him. And the way I put it is he took that video to the top boss because, like I explained in one of those videos, there was another sexual predator who, after getting called out, threatened to kill me. Boss tried to cover it up. And he went to that boss specifically because he knew he had a fucking beef with me. So it's like, all right, you got me fired. You took off my fucking chains. They can't control what I say now.
Right.
So, there you go, retard. Game on.
Well, exactly. At the same time, you could, I think I brought it up, is like you can sue them for fostering a
hostile work environment.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, that's definitely a strong consideration right now because there needs to be accountability. Because this is the second store I've gone to in 2 separate states that have allowed for something like this to happen. It's like, okay, at that point, your policies are broken.
What fucking store are you working at?
Oh, I'll say because they've let me off the chain. Home Depot. Fuck them.
Really?
Yep.
Home Depot. Wow.
Yep. Fuck it. They ain't hiring me back.
Well, here's the thing. I'd expect that from Lowe's.
No, Lowe's is the greener pasture, dude. Lowe's is, we all look at Lowe's when we're working at Home Depot and we're like, fuck, they get how many bonuses? They get how much pay? Like,
Okay.
yeah, I'll say it. I mean, there's a million Home Depots in the world. Who cares? But yeah, I did everything in my power to keep people safe, and they said, go fuck yourself. So
Wow.
what's funny is I've gone to all these job interviews and they're like, okay, we see you got fired for fear and intimidation. Can you explain that? And I tell them the story about Bonnie Boy and everything. Dude, they laugh their asses off and they get the biggest smile on their face. Like, I've had multiple people tell me, they're like, you're doing God's work. At least someone's doing it. And these are people that are like looking to hire me on for my next job. They're just like, bravo, we could use that.
Oh. Well, like I told you earlier, it's like you need to, like, I don't see a whole lot of people younger than me getting a job and being able to afford anything.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I'm Gen X, okay? So everybody's like, oh, you're just a boomer. No, Gen X was fucked from the beginning. We were fucked from, like, getting up and going to school. Sorry, you know. We were the first fucked up, you know.
Fucked up, just rolls downhill after that.
Yeah, it gets worse as we go, you know. And I feel really bad for, you know, you guys. And I'm not sure what gen. Are you a millennial or?
I always identified as a millennial, but I don't know. I mean, I was born 97, so that might be Gen Z. I'm always on the cusp of things, so I feel like I'm on the edge.
Well, I'm kind of dead center Gen X because I was born in 1969. So it's like, we got fucked. Like, and it's like, and we were literally told in school, you were not going to do as good as your parents. That's what we were told.
We were told we could do anything. Look how that panned out.
Right, but we were literally told you are not going to be able to do as good as your parents. It's like, fuck you. Oh shit, you're right. And no, but at the same time, it's like I feel super bad for you guys. It's like, but at the same time, as I'm trying to, like, tell you guys, all of you guys, quit going to these fucking mundane bullshit jobs.
Yeah.
You guys are, like, full of talent. Every single one of you have, like, a shit ton of talent. Step back, create a small place wherever you're living, and do what you know can make money.
Yeah. I think the thing with my generation is a lot of that's just a lot of the anti-capitalism rhetoric, the idea of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, making something yourself.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, like that. I mean, that's what I kind of tell people, but it's just like the idea of making something better for yourself. It's a dead dream in a lot of people's eyes. It's a capitalist dream, not mine.
No,
people.
Well, at the same time, okay, fine. No, I'm not talking about a cap. I'm talking about a free market dream.
These people are retarded. It's the same thing to them.
No, it's a huge difference, and that's the problem. Is there's a huge difference between a free market and a capitalist dream. A free market, you know, the best. It's a meritocracy. The best person makes the most money, not oh, well, he has the most, so obviously he's better. It's not Apple. It's not Microsoft. No, it's Linux. That's what I run on my computer. Why? Because Linux isn't full of bullshit.
Yep.
It's way easier than fucking Microsoft or Apple, and it's way more secure. I don't have to worry about hackers coming into my fucking computer. Are you kidding me? Hell, I can pull up right now and find out who exactly is trying to look at my computer, whether it's NSA, CIA, whoever, with just one command with a Linux computer. Why? Because it's a meritocracy. If you decided to do tattoos, and there's like 1,000 tattoo artists out there, who would get the most business?
One who stands out the most.
Maybe it would be the style.
Yep.
Because if I decide to do a Paul Harvey style, or Paul Hardy, is it Paul Hardy style tattoos?
Ed Hardy?
Ed Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I wanted an Ed Hardy style tattoo, would I come to you?
Hell no. I would hope not.
No, I'd go to be like, hey, do you do Ed Hardy kind of style tattoo? No. Why?
Not Ed Hardy.
Well, you're not that type, you're not that style.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's a free market, so anybody that would be into that, like, hey, I do Ed Hardy. Okay, let me look at your stuff. And if it isn't Ed Hardy, guess what? You ain't good enough to be tattooing my ass.
Makes you one of the smart ones. I've had people come up to me and they're like, man, I want to get this photorealistic American Eagle, or I want to get a portrait of my daughter's face. And I'm just sitting here like, I've barely been scratching for 3 years. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I'm just using tattoos as a thing, you know.
No, it's a great example. Like, I've discussed him on my channel. I shared his name with you earlier. I know I texted you about him, but my uncle, Ty Harris, he operates a shop near Austin, Texas, and he was one of the top 5 black and gray portrait artists in the United States. Like, it's really bad quality, but like, I was like debating dropping out of high school because shit was so bad with my dad. And he's
Emperor
like,
Palpatine.
Oh yeah, Emperor Palpatine, and then I got try to get in there a little Clone Wars finale with the clone trooper graveyard. I got Darth Vader in the visor, but he was one of the top 5 in the country for a while, and he's a self-made millionaire because there's nobody that can pull off black and gray portraits like him. But meanwhile, he's created this shop, and it's fucking amazing. You go in, there's giant oil paintings of crazy demonic things. He has TVs all over the place. He used to have a VR room. He has human skulls in his display cabinet that he got from Germany at one point. But he's collected all these different artists, and they're goddamn impressive. But no one's quite Ty Harris. So he does the black and gray portrait art. But then you have people that he's incorporated onto his team who do full-on color realism, graffiti style, like all this crazy stuff. And they are... It's like the dream team from what I've seen. They're killing it.
My only question is, what's stopping you?
My own stupidity.
There you go. You know, at the same time, I have to have a shop as a Gen X guy. I have to have a shop, and I have to work at a regular job in order to make ends meet. Economy sucks. No matter what the fuck they say.
Yeah.
In the meantime, everybody's like, oh, silver and gold are going up great. What does that mean? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what that means? Huh?
I can never quite pin those types of people. It's a whole science that I just...
Well, here's the science. Here's the science to it. Your dollar sucks.
Yep. And it's all going to collapse. It's all going to be digital here in the next 10 years.
Well, at the same time, you're still going to have silver and gold, which are going to be the same value, but not the same price. I need people to understand this, because an ounce of silver will still get you the same amount of stuff as $400 worth of dollars.
That sounds about right.
Okay. So if you, not a good time to buy silver. Glad I bought it when I did. But anyway, silver and gold are like an asset. So like if I go to a bank and go, I need a loan for whatever. Well, what's your collateral? I don't have to use my house, my car, whatever. I can throw out a certain amount of silver and go, this is my collateral. It's an asset. It's not a stock. It's not a intangible. It's a something.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Yeah. One of those things that I've not been able to pass on very well to certain people.
So where do you fall in the whole Bitcoin situation? Speaking of all that, because I had a chance to get in on Ethereum early on, and I never did. I don't have any, or not Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I don't have any cryptocurrency, but I kind of look back at having missed the window a little bit. But I also don't trust it, and a lot of that just boils down to, what if we have a military attack? EMP goes down. What the fuck are you gonna do with your Bitcoin then?
Well, that was my whole thing about Bitcoin when it first came out. It's like, oh, it's worth blah, 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 however much. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's worth whatever. What happens when the power goes out?
Yeah. It's like, look at Russia and Ukraine right now. They all go to the banks. Power will be knocked out for days on end. Even when it's on, they can't get their money out. It's like, what's it really going to do when push comes to shove?
Right. Well, that was my exact thought when, like I said, when Bitcoin came out, it was like, oh, it's worth $1 bazillion right now. A coin is worth, I don't know. To be honest, when it first came out, I probably should have, bought into it and then sold it. Either way, but at the same time, it's like, because I lived through, I think it was 2003. There was like the whole East Coast was out of power.
What happened there? Was it a hurricane or?
No, we were just out of power, like 2002, 2003. You can look it up. It was like it was like gone. Like there was no power.
What the fuck? I've never heard of that.
Oh my God, you didn't hear about that?
No, that missed my radar somehow. Like, Jesus.
How old are you? Oh my God, it was like I had a hard time getting home, to be honest. It was like, because I was driving home and I was like, because I'm so used to like street signs and whatnot, and I'm like, I drove past where I was living like 3 times, like, where the fuck am I? But anyway, was it 2002 or 2003? It was soon after 2000 or 2001, like a couple years after 9/11.
Yeah.
Give or take. And it was like, because I was still bounty hunting at the time. And I'm like, fuck. And that's when, like, after that, Bitcoin came out, and I'm sitting here going, what happens if the power goes out?
Dead ass. How long was the power out for? Out of curiosity.
A couple weeks. It wasn't a short time.
Yeah.
It was a while.
Enough for something to happen on the East Coast and make its way through. That just sounds suspicious given the timing.
Well, let me look it up real quick.
Might need to try to keep the conversation at about 30 more minutes because I might need to go walk my dog soon.
What? We can go after you walk your dog. So anyway, this happened to it was 2003, and there was 50 million people across Michigan alone, and parts of Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like it wasn't a small blackout.
Did they ever determine the cause, or was it just speculation?
Well, I can speculate.
What do you think? Because it sounds almost tactical in a way. Like, all right, we're at war now, and now a whole coastline is out.
Well, you do remember the big Y2K thing, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, not from experience, but yeah.
No, there was a big push like Y2K, blah blah blah. I think what happened was where it was 2003, is they got to be able to push it back a couple years.
Oh, when they had all the coders and the engineers go in and try to stop and change all the dates, like they just pushed.
Exactly. They just
that
pushed
would actually make sense.
That's my opinion or my theory. Because
and that just kind of pushes it less towards conspiratorial and more towards just incompetence, which is kind of a little lighter and fluffier than thinking like
exactly. It's like, oh well, it wasn't actually Y2K; it was something else, but it was a big event. It was huge. I mean, how old are you?
29.
Okay, so you were like 4 when this probably happened.
Yeah. 4 or 5.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have remembered. Well, you might have. You were like, oh well, it was dark.
Yeah, because
I lived through it.
Because I was born in Virginia, but I was gone by 2000, so I don't think I would have experienced that. We were in Texas at that point, so I was born in a naval base in Portsmouth.
Okay, well, either way, it was the whole like northeast coast of the United States. And where I was, there was only one little spot that had any power, and that was Chelsea, Michigan, because they have their own little power grid. And that was the only place you could get gas.
Ooh.
Because everything was done. You couldn't get gas. You couldn't go up and down elevators. Nothing was working.
Was it a nicer side of Michigan at least, or is it like you got to drive into the ghetto to get your gas?
Well, Chelsea is, let's see, west of Ann Arbor on 94. So yeah, it's a nicer part of town, or a nice, not even a suburb. It's a nice. Well, back then,
a little more well-to-do.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it was more like where I grew up was Saline. Nice. Yeah, nice place. Yeah. But either way, that was the only place, because they had a hydroelectric dam still going, and they had their own little power grid going. That's gone now, by the way. So if something happens again, they're fucked.
So I imagine the lines for that must have been backed up. Like I've seen winter storms where like all the power gets knocked out. You go to the gas station, you have to wait for like 3 hours in the snow just to get a little bit of gas, if the gas is even on by the point you get to there. That's gotta suck.
Well, it wasn't so much getting the gas; it was getting the gas there, because all the tanker trucks had to keep coming.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. You got all the truckers. You got all the oh God, dude, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
God, I wish I could smoke inside. Fucking bullshit.
Well, you know, you can take a break, and I can take a piss, and we can come back to this.
Tell you what, we could probably prolong it a little longer. If you give me about 20 minutes, we could just keep the camera on, pause it, I can clip it out. If you let me go walk the dogs, then I won't have to be anxious about that. Get that out of the way, smoke a ciggy, come back.
That'll work.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got 2 dogs here, so let me probably take about 15, 20 minutes, but I'll just put a pause on the recording so nothing's recording y'all shit or anything like that, and then, yeah, come back and regroup.
Cool. He's playing a video game, and I'm drinking, and I'm smoking a cigarette. So, you know.
Hell yeah. What video games are you playing?
Hey, what video game you playing?
Vintage Story.
Vintage Story.
Never heard of that one.
He hasn't heard of that one.
Oh. Basically, travel through the ages. Start at the Stone Age, go work up to the ceiling.
Okay, kind of Age of Empires-ish.
Survival, basically.
Survival, basically.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Might have to check that one out. I'm always looking for a new game.
I like it better when he plays, what's that game?
Helldivers?
Helldivers, yeah.
I never got into Helldivers. Are you into shooters before we go? You ever play shooter games?
The one game I actually really super love is Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I can see you liking that.
I really love that game, and I wish Ubisoft didn't go like really stupid. But you know,
I love a good stealth game. Like, what pissed me off is, like, there was probably a 10-year period of video games. You couldn't even go prone. It was you stand or you crouch. You stand or you crouch. And then you go back to these old video games like SOCOM Navy SEALs. You're commanding a squad. It's full-on tactical. And it's like you can hide in the bushes, crawl in the grass, go as slow as you can. Like, I would spend, like, there would probably be maps that would realistically take 30 minutes to finish. I would spend 10 hours just making sure I never got caught.
did you ever see the ads for SOCOM?
Yeah, a few of them. It's been a while, but yeah.
Well, some of them were hilarious because there was like these kids. They were like, "Who are these guys?" And they're actually Navy SEALs and they're getting their asses kicked. And then there was another one where there's a bunch of little, you know, teenage girls kicking the shit out of these Navy SEAls. Like, who are these guys? It was hilarious. It was like, oh my god.
I heard Chaos Theory was getting a remaster.
Chaos Theory apparently is getting a remaster.
Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
Oh, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. See, I need to get into those games. That and Metal Gear Solid. Those are the 2 series I really need to catch up on.
Oh, I think well, I don't know if you'd love Splinter Cell, but I absolutely love it. It's like fucking awesome.
I got a couple levels into it, and then I got pissed off and put down the controller. I got a copy sitting there. I got a bunch of OG Xbox games, but it's one I need to get back into.
Splinter Cell will helps you.
You learn patience.
You learn patience. That's what my son says.
That's why I love SOCOM so much, is like, because I was like a really ADHD all over the place kid, but there was just something about that game to where I could just lock in, and it's just like I was there, and it was a special experience.
Well, the best part about Splinter Cell is you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you're by yourself. It's up to you. That's it.
Good luck.
Good luck. And some of them you can't even shoot because you'll blow up the place because you're full of fumes and shit.
Because of the gas leak.
Because of a fucking gas leak.
Dude, you just said that, and you would think that'd be a more common game mechanic. I don't think I've ever played a video game where you shoot into the air and the gas explodes. That's smart.
Oh my god, that's part of Splinter Cell.
Like,
that's like
Call of Duty don't do that. Battlefield don't do that.
You're
on a ship below deck.
You're on a ship below deck, and it's a LP gas ship.
Yes, or it's a cargo ship.
Well, no, it's an LP gas because that's why you would explode.
There you go.
But anyway, it's an LP gas ship. You can't shoot. You have to take these guys out by hand. You can't shoot your weapon.
Yeah, you either have to go in undetected or you have to take them by hand.
Right.
Dude, I'm gonna be playing this game tonight. I got it. I could be playing it.
Yeah, it's which one is that?
That's Chaos Theory.
That's Chaos Theory.
Okay, I don't have that one, but I'm gonna keep my eye
Yeah,
out.
you
That
have
sounds
to
badass.
go.
It's
Yeah.
on Steam.
It's on Steam, by the way.
Okay, I got Steam. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's one of the parts of the one of the missions. You have to go through this part of the ship. It's an LP gas ship. You can't shoot. You have to either stab the guy or go through stealth. Period. There's no way around it.
God,
And there's-
I'll probably be looking up YouTube videos while I go watch my dogs just to see what this looks like.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's like I said, it's all about you. That's why I like what I love about Splinter Cell. It's all about you.
The missions are free roam, so you can approach it however you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the best games operate. That's one of the things about the newer Call of Duties. I haven't got two in them yet because I don't have a newer system. But anytime I see them, they're making it so much bigger with these levels to where it's like, all right, it's Call of Duty, shoot them up. But do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? And it just gives you all this tactical planning now to where it's like, that's really how these games should be built. Like,
What's the one game that you really like? The one.
By the way, Chaos Theory was released March 29th, 2005.
damn, ahead of its time then. Tom Clancy always did great.
After I was born.
What was the one game you showed me that's still in beta?
Oh, no, it's actually this year. Earlier this year, it was full release. It's called Escape from Tarkov.
Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah, I've been seeing stuff for that.
That's really good game.
It has some of the best gunplay I've ever
Actually,
seen in a game.
it is good because you actually run out of mags.
You have to manually load up your magazines one bullet at a time.
Yeah.
You have to feed yourself. You have to hydrate. You have to work out in order to get strength.
Really? They're adding a workout mechanism to that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he showed me that like when it was in the beta mode. I'm like, that's
and
badass.
each individual separate round has their own grain amount and their own velocity. So you have to keep that in mind when you're sniping or going, depending on what range you're trying to go for.
I love that. See, I love tactical shooters more than I love arcade shooters because, yeah, there's just more to figure out. There's more mechanisms. There's more tactics to consider. Like,
Well, here's the other thing. Once you play it, you got to play it in real life. We don't want you to die in real life.
fucking A, dude.
I want to see you on the other side.
I want to see me on the other side too.
Here's the thing about Tarkov. Even like the least damaged bullet can one-shot headshot you. You can die.
As it should be.
Right? Risks of real life, yeah. Like you get shot in the head with a 9x18, you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Okay, so I've had a question for you that I've been wondering for a minute that I didn't get to ask last time we talked. How much crossover is there with the different militia groups, particularly like the white-based militia groups and whatnot? How much crossover is there with like groups like the Aryan Brotherhood or the KKK? Do they share any of each other's members, or is it everybody kind of keeps their own separate faction when it comes to that? I've always been curious about that.
That's actually a really good question, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of, I mean, like you can kind of tell because a lot of guys will like push towards German type gear
Mm-hmm.
and camouflage and whatnot. But at the same time, they are still wanting stability. They're not wanting a race war.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, and I know it sounds weird to a lot of
Outsiders.
outsiders. Yeah, we're not looking for that. We don't want a race war.
It seems like these groups are trying to warn about it more than anything. Like they're trying to say, "Hey, we don't want it to
Yeah,
happen."
it's like we don't want it to happen, but at the same time, if you push us, we will fuck you up. That's the best way I could put it. It's like, and at the same time, it's like, yeah, and I've already told you, I'm a separatist.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't like different races. It's not that I hate different races. It's like, at the same time, I can't see a peaceful outcome being together.
You can't see it, but do you believe it's possible? I might have asked this once before already, but
I can see peaceful coexistence. How's that?
that's what America was built on: peaceful coexistence.
Yeah, but at the same time, I can't see. Okay, let's just put it this way: can I walk down a black neighborhood and feel completely safe?
Probably not.
Okay, at the same time, can a black person walk down a white neighborhood and feel completely safe?
See, that's the part where I want to say probably not. But I also feel like more often than not, I've seen a lot of like people in the black community, African American community going around white spaces and they act like they're in fucking Nazi Germany and you look around and there's just nothing happening. So conflicted response on that one.
Okay, how about this? Can I walk down a black neighborhood and not expect a physical attack?
Probably not. I've been in a lot of nasty black neighborhoods and it's like, yeah, keep your head down, get your shit out of there fast and pray to God.
At the same time, can a black person walk down a white neighborhood and not expect a physical response?
Yeah. There's two different worlds. Yeah. I see what you say.
Okay.
Well, not yeah as in expect physical response, more like no. I feel like more often than not, there's probably different areas, southern communities where they probably would have to worry about some hassle, but I'd say it's far less than likely.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, they'll be like, where are you from? There'll be a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it won't be like, hey, get the fuck out of here or we'll kick the shit out of you. Now, at the same time, I can't walk down like I've said before, I can't go down to 7 Mile in Detroit and expect to come out the other end alive.
Yeah.
Unless I'm armed.
Well, see, so this is what I wonder. Do you think that's more of a racial problem or do you think that's more of a generational problem with the black community? Because I feel like when it comes to a lot of older black people, I mean, you got your gangsters and you have your community leaders and all that shit. But I feel like it's the younger generations, the fatherless generations, the hooligans that are going around. There seems to be a lot less respect for white people or just humanity at large with the younger generation than there does seem to be the older. you know, I kind of wonder, is it more of a racial reason, or is it just these kids today are fucking retarded dumbasses that want to kill everything?
Okay. I was a bounty hunter a long time ago.
Hmm.
You think anything's changed?
Probably not much.
Here's another question. I was a bounty hunter for 10 years. How many white people do you think I actually went after? For 10 years.
Less.
Want a wild guess as to how many?
How many? Yeah.
In 10 years. And I literally had a stack, like the first bondsman that dropped his fucking case file on me was like literally from here to the floor.
So it's like you didn't pick your bounties. That's just you. That's what you're observing based off
That's
what you
what
were
the
presented.
bondsman said. No, that's what the bondsman said. Hey, you need to go find these people.
Not this one.
Yeah.
And I went and looked actually for 4 white people in 10 years.
I mean, I can't lie. The crime statistics skew very high when it comes to other races, and that's, you know, for people out there losing their shit. I didn't make up the stats. It's
Well, at the same time, we're talking about bonds. We're talking about people that have written contracts with the bondsman. And people don't understand when that's like a very scary situation. Because when I got into bonds, it was like just bondsmen. Then later on, I got into things that were like the insurance companies that insured.
the big.
Those are scary places. Huh?
Oh, I was just saying the big boys, the insurance people that cover the insurance. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, the insurance companies that insure insurance companies. Those are scary places. Those are places that you will disappear because you're just a minuscule fly speck. And those are like the companies that insure. I don't know, the people that are out on bond for immigration bonds. So this immigration thing is not a new thing to me. So when you when you're out there protesting these people that, oh well, you know, they're here because they're here on probably several bonds that the big insurance companies have already bonded them out twice. Big scary people.
Interesting.
And they're not happy. They're like, oh, well, these people, and the other thing is, it's like when people sign, when you sign a bond, you are literally signing away your life.
Sounds about right.
When you sign that bond, it's not. How do I say this? You're literally putting your life on the line. Because literally, if you read the fine print, it is dead or alive. So when someone like me shows up and you decide to resist, now most of us be like, "Hey, no, we are going to take you alive." But there are guys out there that won't, and guess what? They still get paid.
Would it be inappropriate to ask if you had any stories or examples of a time that something like that went south? If it's not inappropriate, if it is, forgive me.
No, it's not inappropriate. Well, mostly because Michigan doesn't have a death penalty.
Really?
Okay. No, it doesn't. But at the same time, it has what's called a governor's bond.
Explain that a little bit.
A governor's bond is you are sent out on somebody that is quote unquote irredeemable. When you're given that bond, you're given a toe tag, a body bag, and that's it.
Goddamn.
Yeah, and I've been sent out on 2 of those. I've retrieved 2 of those. Not at my hands because the fucking one of them fucking ran himself into a goddamn what's it called, underpass because we were chasing him. The other one knew we were coming and he offed himself.
Damn. That's got to be a scary situation. Fucking.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know if they're told that, hey, by the way, you got a governor's bond. You got people coming. I don't know that. But I was given a body bag and a toe tag. I was paid both times.
Jesus. Sounds like a dark job, but I guess somebody's got to do it. Holy hell.
Yeah. But these are not people that you want on the streets anyway.
Yeah. Completely get that. Absolutely. It's just. It just sucks how dark things have gotten. And I get that it's been like this for a while, but it's just like. I don't know, the way the country's spiraling with this immigration crisis right now. Again, I know it's been going on for a long time, but the way things have been hitting, should be a lot more bonds going out. That's all I'll say, because holy fuck.
Well, I've done immigration bonds myself. And it literally depends on the administration. How crazy it is. It's like, oh, well, 2003, 4, and 5, we take them to fucking the closest ICE facility. Closest ICE facility was in Chicago. You'd be like, oh, no, we don't want them. Where the fuck do you want them to take us? Oh, the closest one is in. Fuck, I don't even know where the next one. I want to say Louisville, Kentucky.
Damn.
Well, that's no longer feasible to me because I got to pay for gas and everything else, so I got to let them free.
Jeez.
In the meantime, this guy's wanted for rape and several other things. Do you think I feel good about letting that person go?
Oh, it's got to eat at you. Holy shit.
No. When you're going on bonds like that, especially immigration bonds like that, you get really demoralized.
I can imagine.
You're like, okay, so the closest person I can take it to is Chicago. I can't take them to Detroit because this happens in Michigan, right? So I got to take them to Chicago. In the meantime, in Chicago, I can't be armed. Well, fuck that. I'm going to have a gun on me anyway. Oh, well, that's a felony. Well, fuck you. You're going through a lot of fuck yous. And at the same time, it's like, oh, well, we can't take him because we're full. And that's back in 04, 03, 04, 05. I was doing those immigration bonds during that time. So it's like, why am I worried about this anymore?
Yeah.
And now, at the same time, I'm like, these ICE guys, these same federal agents, if I would have gone down on the border to stop the immigration myself with a bunch of friends, whatever, even if it was just by myself, those fuckers would have shot me. So why should I jump up behind ICE agents now and go, oh, rah, 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 yay, 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 now?
Okay, so you're a little less with ICE with everything, like just kind of.
Well, if they get off their dead ass and do actually do something, if they would be like, hey, you know what? Shoot the fuckers as they come across. It's an actual invasion. Why the fuck not? Why not empower the people? What's the worst that could happen? To be honest, it's like, hey, well, here's the line. Here's 100 yards. This is what they get.
I mean, and wasn't Poland doing that recently? Like Poland was, I think it was Poland. They're just like, yeah, we're just no. Which I'm gonna say I don't like to see that, but I'm just speaking as somebody who doesn't really have a stake in that. It's kind of just like, yeah, this is an invasion. Yeah, cartel.
You do have a stake. No, don't think you don't have a. You do have a stake in that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, and what's fucked me up lately is like El Paso. I don't know if you heard about what happened in El Paso here in Texas recently. They're about to shut down the airspace for 10 days because cartels were flying drones over the airport. They were literally shooting down drones with fucking Pentagon-approved fucking lasers.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They're fucking coming in hard right now, dude. They're coming in fucking hard.
Okay, so here's my problem. The reason why we're in this problem that we are in is people are, for the longest time, have been told, oh, well, just let the experts take care of it.
Yup.
Okay, so who are the experts? What is their special ability?
Ass kissing.
Well, no, what is their special ability? Like, sit down and think about it. What is their special ability? What is so special about stopping a bunch of people from coming across the border? Oh, I know. Nothing. Other than being able to pull a fucking trigger. Oh, well, there was like all the way through the 90s and through the early aughts, there was a bunch of militia down there that was helping out a lot of fucking border patrol, stopping the illegal immigration.
Yep.
And all of a sudden that came to a screeching halt because, oh, well, you can't do that. You're not an expert. You don't know what you're doing. What do you mean? I've got night vision at the time. I've got, the ability to see and send you to the right place. to get these guys. Oh, but you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I do. At the same time, you got a bunch of veterans right now who are really, really experts in fucking counterinsurgency. They spent what since '03 to 14. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Dude, and they follow this channel. The emails I get from these fucking people sometime, I'm just like, what? You're following me? Jesus fucking
Right,
Christ.
exactly. We know what we are doing. We can actually probably go down on that border and own it.
Yeah.
And actually not just own the border, we could probably take over the entire fucking Mexico if you really wanted us to.
Shit, you may be getting that opportunity the way things are going. The way they're talking
No,
about.
we won't.
Well,
we won't get.
Yeah.
Well, we won't get that opportunity because what is at play? Who's losing money? Somebody's losing money not letting us off our leash.
Well, it makes me think about when back in 2015, Operation Jade Helm 15, which was happening in Victoria, Texas, right next to where I was living. Obama was really pulling the fucking trigger because that's when the police were getting militarized and they were doing all these fucking crazy training exercises around. And they were going after our local militias because my dad was a tattoo artist. So we had like Aryans, we had militiamen, we had doomsday preppers. And they're like, they're fucking coming for us. There was people fucking disappearing. Obama was going really big with they're white supremacists, they're white supremacists, they're white supremacists, which I guess if we're talking about Aryans, but for the rest of the people, it was just like standard militia guys, and they got hit with that label, and then all of a sudden they have fucking black ops guys kicking down their door, and the next day they're being forced to sign a fucking NDA, and all the militia groups in the area, they were fucking scared. There was people talking about leaving fucking town, hiding the fucking weapons, like it was an early introduction to seeing like kind of what this did because I was just a kid sitting in a tattoo shop and I'm just listening to these stories and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? They did what to you? They sent who where? And Obama cleaned up shop, but it's kind of funny because, we call Obama the deporter in chief. So I guess kind of with what you're saying, it's almost like he knocked out the other players in the game, being the American people, and then centralized that force to the federal government and bada bing, bada boom.
So who's letting the fentanyl in?
A lot of people. Cartels, Chinese, fucking local business owners. If you're looking up in Oregon, not going to say much there. But
okay, so who could stop it?
Armed Americans.
No, a lot of veterans.
Yeah. Say me with a gun? No. With a gun? Maybe.
No. Who did you just talk about just being taken out?
Oh, the local militias?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who could stop that? Oh, well. Yeah.
Like, I just think back to Antifa and how we were automatic. Militias equal Nazis. There's no difference between a militia and a white supremacist group. If you were to ask Antifa, they are one, they are the same, they are synonymous.
Here's the best part. I would love to sit down across from a table from an actual Antifa person without being like prepped by you and just ask them, what the fuck do you want?
They wouldn't even know.
Well, it's like, what the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want? Do you want socialism? Do you want nationalism? What the fuck do you want? Do you have any idea? And then just lead them down the path that they fucking want. Because I know all the paths that they think they want.
It's all pre-programmed. It's predictable.
Well, it is predictable. It's like, oh, well, I want socialism. Oh, really? Are you sure? Because here's the best part. You think everybody's going to get what they need. Here's the problem. You don't get to pick what you need. It's some other guy. Oh, well, you need a toothbrush? No, you don't need a toothbrush yet. Oh, that'll be 2 years from now. We're not making toothbrushes right now.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Equity.
So just hold on to that. Just keep using that toothbrush. Well, I need underwear. We're not making underwear right now. So just freeball it. But well, the other thing is, it's like a lot of them think that they are the ones that are going to be the ones making the decisions.
And it's
That's my
I thought I was going to be making the decisions by the end of it. I'm like, yeah, we're going to get our buddies together. We're going to rule this shit. And now I'm sitting back like, oh, they just toss you aside.
Right. Well, that's the problem. Is a lot of them think, oh, I get to make the decisions. Oh, no.
What happens when you collect an army of narcissists? They're like, oh, it's going to be my world. It's like, the fuck it is.
Now at the same time, now you have to ask yourself, now what happened to all the artists and the free thinkers and the people that actually could think? For Mao and Lenin and Trotsky and Stalin, what happened to all those people?
Join the revolution and get fucked over.
No.
No?
They ended up in the mines. They ended up working other shit. They ended up in the gulags.
Yep.
That's where all those people ended up.
Oh, yeah.
Because they can't have free thinkers actually, after the revolution.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, I'm thinking of Antifa in this moment. It's like, in the beginning when I joined, they were thinkers, they were creative spirits, they were outspoken. It's like, by the end of it, you're all going to get arrested and you're all going to be sent off to a fucking prison camp. Like, eventually they're going to say they don't have any room for you.
I'm not hoping for this. I want them to wake the fuck up.
Same.
They are not the chosen people. They are not the people that need to be kept. They are not the ones that are going to be making the decisions. And I literally would, hopefully, if they are the free thinkers, if they are the artists, if they are the people that can think outside the box, I want them to create something for themselves. Like I told you earlier, stop pretending you need to work for somebody else. I'm speaking from experience. I don't want you to go work for Lowe's, or if you have to, go work for your uncle for a minute. Short time. Just to understand the basic business part.
Yeah. But yeah, make something of yourselves, because that's what bums me out about Antifa. Some of the best musicians, some of the best painters, some of the best drawers, and it's like you're wasting all your time getting fucked up on fentanyl and putting on a black mask and smashing cars.
Here's the other thing. It's like, oh, you're a Marxist-Leninist. Okay. Why are you wasting your life on an 80, 90-year-old fucking theory that has never worked? Somebody else's thought. Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your life on somebody else's
failed dream?
Theory. It's a theory. why don't you look into your life, look into everybody else around you? Okay, why don't you improve everybody else around you instead of like trying to make everybody think the same way you do? Why don't you go, oh, well, there's a food kitchen over there. I don't have a whole lot. I have $1. I will give $1 to that food kitchen, and I have a couple hours that I can donate to that organization. I have no problem with that. But if the first time you try to tell me to live my life a certain way, I will fucking ground you. I will put you in the ground, and I will not think twice.
Well, and what I think it all boils down to, it's a faux intellectualism. It's all based off ego and narcissism. And it's because, like, I don't know if you've ever noticed this arguing with liberals, especially online. I've had people drop things in the comments. It's like you have to bust out a fucking dictionary and a thesaurus just to go through this one paragraph they type. And it's because they want to seem brainy. So they throw out all these big words and all these big phrases. And it's like, if they think if you don't follow it, then you're not as smart as they are. But it's like, no, if you really break down what you're saying is still retarded. It just sounds smarter. And you want to make it look like you read more books than everybody else. You read more theories than everybody else. You're more enlightened than everybody else. And
do I sound big brainy to you?
You sound like a fucking, I mean, you sound smart as fuck, but you sound like just an everyday person. That's the thing is you talk to these people, they put on a character. It's like all of a ssudden they have to play professor. I used to do the same fucking shit. When I used to explain non-binaryism to people because I had to make up my own theories, right? I can't even remember the shit I'd say, but basically I was like, well, I mean, if you look at evolution and you look at men and women and over time, all the different species are changing. And really what it's to say is, I can't even remember, dude, the amount of pseudo-intellectual bullshit I would pull out of my asshole just to justify this non-existent system. And I would use all of the big words because if I'm talking to somebody that I perceive as more stupid than me, then they can't keep up with the big words. So I'm right so long as they falter and they can't keep up. And that's exactly what they do. And it's fucking ego. It's not an actual desire to help anybody.
Well, in the meantime, if somebody came to me like face to face like that, I'd probably face plant them into the fucking pavement.
Yeah, I should have been put in the pavement a couple of fucking times.
Well, at this point, I'm done with trying to explain myself. I'm done with it. If you can't create a better life for yourself, if you're completely incapable of it, come to me. I'll try to help. I will try to help you. I will do to the best of my ability. But at the same time, I'm not going to bend over backwards to try to create another reality for you. I'm not going to say, the life was, unfair to you. No. There is a bootstrap part of it, not being a boomer. You do have to grow a thicker skin. You do have to go look forward and what makes humanity better.
Yeah. That's what I had to do. That's what I realized. I realized after leaving, I was such a pussy. I was such a bitch. And maybe I still am in a lot of ways. But one thing I did to really fucking get myself to deprogram and to fucking just build a tougher skin when, at least in everyday conversation. Because like if you were to say something about gay people that may have been a little off colored or maybe something I didn't agree with back then, I'd be the first to be like, fuck you, homosexuals deserve the right to exist and I'm fucking got my boyfriend and fuck you and this, and I get in your face about it. And after a while I'm like, you're acting like such a fucking bitch. Turn on some Tyson James. Turn on some Bryson Gray. You know how many songs in my playlist I have that are anti-LGBT? So many fucking songs. I sleep next to my husband every night, but I do that because A, I want to see where they're coming from, but B, what if I run into somebody that actually talks like that in public? What am I going to do? Shut down? Become emotionally feeble?
Well, at the same time, I can't say I'm anti-LGBT, but at the same time, I cannot condone minor LGBTQ, whatever. I can't condone it.
Dude,
If you're 18,
Like,
if you're 18, fine. It's up to you. But if you're 12, 13, or younger, whatever, and your parents are telling you, oh, you're actually a girl, no, those parents actually need to be, actually probably need a bullet in their fucking head.
Or at least,
Sorry.
like, fucking CPS at the very least. Goddamn. It was like when I was in Oregon, I had a relative of mine. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, okay. Well, can you get a tattoo at 13? No, that's permanent. Oh, well, can I get gender affirming care at 13? Oh, well, that's perfectly fine. That's permanent, right?
Yep.
Is it or not? Is it not?
Permanent.
Yeah. Okay. So I can't get a tattoo. I can't drink. I can't smoke. But it's okay for me to chop my dick off or whatever.
Yep.
At 13. Is that right?
Nope.
Is there something
Canadian shooter at Brown University
wrong
at 11?
Is there something wrong with my brain, or is there something wrong with somebody else's brain?
Definitely somebody else.
Okay, so I don't care what you do once you become an adult. Before that, your parents have a problem.
It's fair, and it's so fair. Like I was just saying, the fucking Brown University shooter. I was listening to a police statement, and they're like, "Well, why are you gendering the shooter she her when it's clearly a man?" He's like, "Well, you have to understand this person started transitioning 7 years ago or something like that, and you go back and look at the age, and it's like, so the serial killer fucking started transitioning at age 11. We don't think there's any correlation."
Well, here's another thing that I find curious. Is why is it always the man transitioning to a woman that's always the shooter?
Because those are always the men that are the most angry. Most male to female transsexuals that I've met, or transgender, I think transsexual is real, transgender is a fucking trend. Most of those men that transition into women are some of the angriest men I have ever met in my life. There's abuse, trauma, a lot of shit that they fucking did to themselves, but they take that anger, but they're so emotionally dysregulated that they take their anger and their fury and they're like, from what I've seen, I care about other people. I'm more empathetic. It's like, no, you've just gone through a lot of shit and you recognize more shit, but that doesn't make you a woman simply because you can empathize with various different difficult situations. But it's like they want to go from, a lot of them, I could say, were abused by their fathers. So a lot of them don't want to be perceived as the same. Because like me, dude, at my fucking worst, if I have too many of these, I become my fucking daddy. My fucking dad would fucking chase fucking black girls down the fucking street with a fucking machete saying he was going to fucking rape them to death. A black man at one point scratched my dad, said that he was going to get HIV because of it. My father stripped out buck-ass naked, machete in hand, climbed to the roof while the police were there, fucking guns drawn, helicopter light coming down, fucking all the craziest stories in the sun. And like, I'm obviously not doing shit like that, but when I fucking get to my fucking worst, I think of my fucking father. And I'm like, holy shit, this is bad. I cannot get anywhere near that. Like, I try to run away from it. But the way I try to run away from it is, okay, my father was a pussy. He couldn't face his own fucking bullshit. He didn't know how to maintain a family. He couldn't keep a healthy fucking friendship. He was a fucking bitch. So am I going to whine about it or am I going to make myself something better? Whereas a lot of the male to female transsexuals, they say, daddy was a bitch. I don't want to be like that. I'm cutting my fucking cock off. I liked mommy better. Overly simplistic, but there's an aspect of running away mixed with anger that I think just feeds this beast. And then you throw SSRIs, you throw on testosterone, you throw on estrogen, whatever. Fuck.
It's going to be estrogen. It's not going to be a testosterone.
Also, let's throw this in here too. I have probably never met a single trans person in my life who was not using narcotics. At least in Oregon, everybody's on drugs there. But so it's not just that. You're mixing in estrogen with fucking cocaine, ketamine, weed, alcohol, antidepressants, antipsychotics. These kids are just fucking cauldrons of bullshit. And it's like, I think it's why it's so unpredictable, because it's like you can't keep up with the mixtures anymore.
So basically what you're saying is they're completely unstable.
Huh.
And the other thing was like what I thought of. Like how many like trans they're men or women. Trans women are killed because they've presented themselves as women, as prostitutes,
Yep.
and were killed.
That was an issue that a lot of people in Eugene were talking about in the queer spaces, because I used to go to the gay bar a lot, and they talk about that type of shit because it happened locally. And it became kind of a fracture down the middle of how people perceived it. There was the people who are like, okay, maybe you should present as what you are before you sell yourself. That way they know what they're fucking getting. But then there was also a stronger contingent of people who said, how dare you not love somebody for who they were? If you're expecting to sleep with a woman and all of a sudden you have a fucking pair of balls on your chin and you don't like it, you're a bigot. That would literally be the extent to which they took it. But if I'm not gay and you present really well, and
all of a sudden I find myself with what I perceive as a man, and I'm all of a sudden pissed off, I don't necessarily kill him, but I leave.
Fucking bigot.
I'm a bigot because why?
Because so if you do not agree with gender ideology, you are instantly a bigot. My friend I've talked about on, well, no longer friend, but this person who was taking advantage of me in Antifa and back in that space, the person I met at NA, she would have me, she claimed to be non-binary. She had me look over her fucking website. This is my spread, literally spread. This is my rules. This is my bio. This is my pronouns. And she explained to me very in depth why she put that process into place. And it was like you had to sign a contract basically respecting their gender identity. And it was just the most convoluted, crazy bullshit I'd ever seen. And it was all in an effort to make sure that they felt validated. Because, hey, if you fuck me and you call me they, them, God, I love you. But if you fucking come in me and you say fucking good job, sis, I just got fucked by a Nazi, is literally how it would be perceived. It's that level of disattachment from reality. If you don't agree with gender ideology to these far leftists and Marxists, you are a Nazi. If you think that fucking black people commit the highest amount of crimes, you're a fucking Nazi. If you think George Floyd swallowed a ball of fentanyl, you're a fucking Nazi. If you disagree with the narrative.
So if I think that George Floyd was a porn star and had actually held a gun to some pregnant woman's belly in order to, rob her, that makes me a Nazi.
Is that true? I say even if it's true. Yeah, I didn't hear that part. No, even my saying, there's video of him throwing a ball of fentanyl into his mouth. I've had people call me a fucking fascist for that. And it's like, okay, but look at the video. No, I'm not going to look at that. I'm not going to look at a fucking Nazi's phone. Fuck you. And it's like, this was before AI. It's like, you can't fake this.
Well, this is before the whole thing happened. But anyway, yeah, before the incident happened. Yeah, he was he held a gun to some pregnant woman's belly.
George Floyd's a junkie who got what he fucking deserved, and that's my statement on George Floyd. He's a junkie that got what he fucking deserved. And you know what? If I were fucking doing that shit and I got fucking shot or I got a knee on my neck, guess what? I deserve it too. This shit, this fucking skin don't matter. What you do fucking matters.
Here's the worst part. The whole knee on the neck thing. Oh, I understand. That was standard procedure.
Oh yeah. His mom. What was the officer's name again? I'm drawing a blank. Derek, right?
Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin. His mom was in the court hearing. She's basically yelling at the judge. She's like, "Look at the police training manual." It's like, whether this is good or not, he was taught this. And I'm just sitting back like, that was a game changer for me. When she stood up and said that, that's when I started, all my shit dropped. I was like, wait a minute. Holy shit. Because it's like, take issue with the training, not the man.
Well, here's the thing. As a bounty hunter, that's what we were told by the police to do. To put your knee on their neck in order for you to be able to cuff them if it's that bad.
Dude, when I was in jail a couple months ago, I saw that. I was sitting down. We got about 100 of us, and we're in the fucking holding. We're all waiting to, figure out what's going on. And a Mexican guy stands up, and he's like, "Excuse me." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Shuffle back a little bit for him. I'm like, I'm not going to start shit with this guy. He walks over to this black kid in a fucking cast, right? Just sitting over at the counter next to the security guards, and just, bam, back of the fucking head, and just starts wailing on this fucking dude. And yeah, the police came in, tackled him to the ground, and that's exactly what he got. He didn't fucking die because he didn't swallow a ball of fucking fentanyl before.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Is like, well, the other thing that I used to do is if they wouldn't get up, you just picked them up by the fucking handcuffs. They got up. But at the same time, I was not, as a bounty hunter, you're not constrained by certain things. It's literally a body. It's without getting into legal things.
It's your objective. It's your target. It's
but I'd be more comfortable with Brother Ryan around because he would understand. He'd be like, "Oh, I know what he's going into."
Which, by the way, we're going to get you guys together soon. Maybe, hopefully, in the next week. We can hash it out behind the scenes, but I do want to get another conversation going soon. Get a couple more episodes.
Well, I know, because there's a lot of things he and I will totally agree on, and the one thing that he and I don't agree on is the Constitution.
Which we're going to have to pick up that debate because I've listened to that podcast probably 10 times because, I got to go back and edit everything. And, hey, two guys from your background just bouncing back and forth naturally with all this knowledge, fascinating to watch. But the fact that I had to fucking leave to take a phone call and I come back and you're arguing over the Constitution, dropping the points you were, I was just like, fuck, I got to go to work, but we have to come back to this. So he said the Constitution wasn't signed. I was like, wait, was it?
Well, the other thing was what blew you, what I thought was hilarious when I was talking about Lincoln and Marx talking back and forth.
Yeah.
You were like,
while you're here, let's explain that a little bit because that one fucking. Oh my god, it's a dirtier world than we thought.
Yeah, it's a much scarier world than what you thought.
I didn't even think Marx was alive when Abraham Lincoln was alive. Like I thought it was after.
No, No, they were both alive at the same time.
Fuck. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I'm still a student in this space.
Oh yeah, I know you are.
Still a baby. Don't judge me.
It's so nice to find a receptive student.
I try.
All I need to do is get you up here to Michigan, and we'll drag you over to my uncle's place, and you'll be like, "Oh."
Honestly, it sounds like a great fucking time.
Well, it'll take about. Wow, it took me. Wow. Fuck. Years. I spent years literally like we start at like 10 o'clock at night and be up when the sun came up.
Oh
And
shit!
he'd be
You mean the hardcore training?
well no, he's that my uncle is that good of an orator. He will just and you'll just be focused in and he'd be like, oh shit, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Dude,
and
I
you
love
won't
that
know.
he did America in Peril. I've probably listened to it about 4 or 5 times, and there's so many things that he brings up that I'm just looking at it through the lens of the modern moment. Like, especially with the men in ski mask and the military gear. You know, I'm thinking about, there was a guy who reached out to me probably about a year ago, and he was a private investigator, you know, veteran. I think he claimed to be working for James O'Keefe. Really, really nice guy. I probably scared him away with the whole Larry situation, but he was telling me about these peace talks that were happening behind the scenes after the hurricane came through, and the right and the militias, they said, hey, stand down, don't bring your guns, don't bring your flags. Antifa, they said the same thing, and they're going to build some unity. And I think this was about from the same place. I'll have to dig through the videos. I'm pretty sure Dabu77 on YouTube posted it because he posted a lot of really good shit. But it was like the Two-Face goons and fucking Batman and Robin, right? There's a staging ground for all of this hurricane relief stuff, and there's a little camp, and there's this mountain of food and a pyramid in the middle. And all of a sudden, you see a Black Hawk helicopter come down, and it comes in super low with the rotors pointed at the ground, and it blows all the food away, just destroys the fucking supplies. And you see 2 men with ski masks piloting the fucking helicopter. They peel out, and all of a sudden, 2 black SUVs that happen to be parked at the side, they peeled out. So there was officials that were saying they were trying to track it on the fucking NORAD, the air radar or whatever. And basically, as soon as they got a mile out, they just blipped off the fucking radar. Like nobody's fucking business. And I'm just sitting here like this whole time, ever since I've left Antifa, I just keep getting more and more evidence. I'm like, secret armies, secret armies, secret armies. And people think I'm fucking crazy for it. I'm like, no, they're fucking here, dude. So to hear your uncle present it the way he did, I was like, damn.
Somebody said 34 glasses. It's not true.
You can lie.
I know exactly, fuckers.
Oh, here comes Cat.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a cutie.
Yes, Leo. Say hi, Leo. Just like, fuck off. Get your ass on my face. Boom.
So, what about my uncle was right?
Besides everything, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. The only thing I disagreed with was the racial separation aspects. Past that, I was just like, eh. Well, not even like, I don't even know if that was it. Was I don't even know if that was the way to put it.
That's definitely not my uncle. That's me.
It wasn't so much race separation, just kind of being like certain people would have to go back where they came from. But I look at it through the modern lens, and I'm just like, ICE deportation. It's a little less hostile in the modern moment, just to kind of realize there's outside forces coming in, and now we're getting them out. I think when I'm looking at it from the 1990s, and I'm hearing ideas of, some people are just going to have to go back home. I like sit there with the kind of initial, the little leftover residual liberal in me is just kind of like, oh, I don't like that. But then I sit back and think, and I'm like, well, what are we doing? We're sending people back home. So it's like, But no, the aspect of just these armies, these assets, these cells awaiting to be activated. I mean, I think it was 7 or 8 months ago. It might have been San Diego. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere on the West Coast. Bunch of people at the beach. all of a sudden there's a goddamn submarine popping up. And then, you got fucking Coast Guard coming in trying to clear everybody out. You've got the UAP invasions. You got these drones. It's just like, it's scary to think that in the modern moment, it's not an army coming in from outside like Call of Duty. It's going to be like neighbors popping off,
Well, Brother Ryan, he was talking about how he had taken an oath to be a really ruthless person.
Mm-hmm. Been thinking a lot about that.
I do remember those people. I remember those individuals. But at the same time, I created a lot of three-man cells. They were Gladio teams. I don't know if you're familiar with Gladio.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gladio was the the stay behind units in case of Soviet invasion into Europe.
Okay.
Basically, they were three-man teams. There were guys, basically a bunch of guys that would friends. Let's just put it this way, friends. They'd be drinking buddies. They'd be guys that would go cross-country skiing for miles and miles. They'd be guys that would go, I don't know, rock climbing for fun. Those would be guys that would go for hiking, backpacking for fun, long distances.
In reality, they're training in plain sight.
Yeah, I trained a lot of those units as militia. I have to be honest, I have no idea how many people I've trained like that. But at the same time, each one of those guys knows another one of those guys.
It's like an interconnected lab.
It is, but at the same time, if you know this guy and this guy, okay, you know this guy and this guy, that's all you know. You don't know the other two.
Keeps it
In
contained.
the meantime, if you know this guy and this guy, you don't know the other two. At the same time, those three guys are super fucking good at what they do.
Yeah. And I think of that and I think, all right, so y'all are doing that. The Iranians are probably doing the same shit. The Cardinals are doing the same shit. It's like everyone's just...
We've been doing that since the 80s.
It's fucking impressive in all honesty.
Well, at the same time, me personally, I have enough caches. I'm nowhere near, I'm like no farther than a quarter mile from resupplying myself, no matter where I go in my day-to-day life. I could leave my house unarmed, and I could probably do a full operation without thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's what I want the crazy little fucks that are called Antifa to understand.
And it's real. You're not pulling this out of your ass. I've met plenty of people like you in my lifetime. Granted, you're probably one of the strongest I've ever met, but I've met plenty of guys who plan and operate like that. And yeah, Antifa's not doing that. They're not.
No, I know that.
Caches, they're not.
Well, that's why I would literally go to where you are. Well, actually, maybe not where you are. A neutral place. Sit across from an Antifa guy. And sit down and go, what do you want? Can you make that happen? Are you capable of stopping me from wiping you out?
I have no idea.
No, I know they don't, but I
They
really
need
want
to
to
know.
sit down.
Yeah.
No, I would just literally like to sit down with them and make them realize it's like, do you really want to come across me? Do you really, really, really want to come across someone like me? Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to wipe people out. I've done that. Literally, that was my life for a long time. I don't want to do it anymore. At the same time, I'm perfectly capable of stopping dumbasses like that. And I'm more than willing to do it.
And let's be real, it takes a lot. Even though I'd never want to see this, it takes a lot more courage to do that, because what's Antifa doing? They can't even handle their own business themselves. They encourage their friends to go on murder sprees, and then you have fucking trannies shooting up schools while the rest of them are like, yay, good job. Like, they can't even do their own fucking dirty work. They have to rely on somebody else. You can at least do your own fucking dirty work.
Well, I see the John. I've done a lot of homework, and I see the John Brown Gun Club and the Socialist Rifle Association.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, fine. I don't have a problem with your Second Amendment right. However, your training is lacking. Like, I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but
No, it's true. They're more interested in the photo ops. Half of them go and they're dressed in rainbows and lipstick and glamour, and they're like posing with their AK-47s with the, and it's like, fuck.
They're shooting it. The last video I saw, they're shooting away at 25 yards, and I'm like, that's it. It's like 25 yards. Wow, that's not impressive with a rifle.
Dude, there's been some Antifa training videos come out. There was one person, there was one of those stand-up punching bags, you know, the big old cylinder, and they tackle it to the ground, and they have a bat in their hand, and they just, like, straddle it, and they're on the ground just beating this fucking bag like a fucking child beating a pinata, and I'm just like, yeah, you're ready for fucking World War III, huh? Like, what is this?
I don't have a problem with them speaking out. That's the First Amendment. I don't have a problem with that. However, if you want to stop me from speaking my First Amendment with the Second Amendment, expect much greater what the fuck you're trying to come about. I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah. It's almost like that one ass clown that was on that commented on the last thing that me and Brother Ryan were on with your thing. Oh, you're you're stupid enough to take a shot at me. I'm like, dude.
Like, hey, who the fuck said that?
Like, I'm going to take a shot at you. You're not even going to know where I came from. It's like, Trust me, bro.
God, you just fucking reactivate him. I can see him in the comment section now. Just fuck.
Well, he didn't respond to any of our responses. It's like, well, if I really felt like shooting at you, you wouldn't exist.
Dude, I'm convinced he's some fucking Indian sitting in a fucking warehouse meant to just fucking troll people on fucking YouTube. I was just like, there's no way you're drawing these fucking conclusions unless you're actually listening. I've been getting a lot of random comments like that. They're like, so what you're saying is this. And I'm like, who the fuck said anything about, like, people just, they just draw their own conclusions and then they just run with it straight to the races.
Right. But after I saw it, I was like, oh, so you're one of those people that at the end of the show that has never actually been in a fight.
It's like the way I used to talk to people when I was in Antifa, fucking looking at fucking some Proud Boy or something, be like, yeah, we fucking take you, motherfucker, fuck you. And it's just like,
what?
They're just saying their F-15 like, yeah.
Well, you bring up Proud Boys a lot. It's like, how does Antifa think of them as racist?
Because they're a right-wing militia. They're right-wing and they're a militia. Oh, they're ultra-Nazi. They're ultra-Nazi.
How? Because they take all races.
No, they tokenize people. That's what they do. They tokenize them, and then when the time for the great purity comes, they're going to force them out. And they're actually taking tabs on all their black and Mexican members. They really think like that. They really think like that. Everything is a fucking 1940s Holocaust movie. It's all going to end the same fucking way with everybody being shipped off to a fucking camp. It's fucking dumb.
My God.
It's that level of fucking stupid.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm dead ass serious. That is as simplistic as my answer I can give you. There's no intellectual arguments behind this. There is, you're a white man, you stand for America, you're straight, you're a militia.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
Wait.
No, how do they? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Antifa doesn't make fucking sense. That's what the drugs are for. Drugs will make you make sense of anything. I have done acid and I have solved the world's universe, dude.
No, I've been on a lot of drugs. I've already explained that to you. That never fucking fucked up my fucking logical fucking sense.
Says one small drop in a big old bucket of drugs.
It really hasn't. It's like, how? That doesn't make any sense. They take everybody.
Exactly. I literally watched a video of a fucking white woman calling an ICE agent a fucking race traitor today. Yesterday, I
Well,
fucking
so
watched
did
another one
I.
call a fucking black man a nigger. It's like,
Yeah.
y'all are just reversing roles. And yes, I said it. Grow the fuck up for anybody out there bitching. It's a fucking word. But,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, it's a word. I don't give a fuck either. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Obviously.
it makes no sense. And a lot of this, it's coming from the schools. Like a lot of these kids who are groomed to be an Antifa, you'll have like high school, middle school, like Cara Marcel. She's somebody who I put in that recent video, Thoughts and Prayers, and her testimony from being at the Charlie Kirk assassination. I watched a video of hers recently, and she's talking to someone, and she's like, yeah, these teachers are telling their students at 10 o'clock in the morning, hey, go out and protest against guns. Go out and protest this. What should they be doing at 10 in the morning? Math, social studies, PE. These teachers have been completely indoctrinated into this ideology, and they're pumping this garbage in these kids, and then they're sending them out of the schools, and then people in Antifa are waiting for them to be sent out, and then they're capturing them. So you have this weird ideological correlation happening between the educational system and then what's going on in the streets. And with
I've seen that.
yeah, it's bad. It's so bad. There were
And
schools in Springfield, Oregon. I'd drive by. The kids would walk out. They're dressed like fucking sluts. They're dressed in rainbow flags. They're fucking walking around. Fucking the girls have fucking mustaches. People are walking out in fucking fursuits. And this was the art school. But the art school produced a lot of these protesters who would go out and the schools would encourage them. And a lot of these kids were on drugs from a very, very early age because it's so normalized in Oregon.
well, I saw that in I don't know if I told you to watch S2 Underground.
I don't think I've watched that one yet.
S2 Underground. It's a good YouTube channel to like absolutely get like bare bones intelligence, basically. He does not add, he doesn't add ideological anything. He basically like, hey, this is what's happening. Once in a while on Saturday, he'll like, okay, if you're from Mumbai, that's fine. Like once in a while, he's like, okay, well, he'll slip up once in a while. Not very often, but anyway, he's a military intelligence guy. I can tell because I know his intelligence, how he sends his stuff. But anyway, he sent something about like little kids going out in Minneapolis to protest ICE. I'm like, oh, well, I'll tell you what. If my kid was sent out by some teacher, that teacher would be offed. I'm dead serious. That teacher would be offed. Be like, oh, well, oh, you sent my kid out for some fucking protest? Really? Oh, well, you no longer need to be alive.
No, if I were sitting here in fucking 20 years, let's say I have a fucking son, right? Let's say my fucking son's sitting in middle school, high school. If I'm sitting here learning some fucking Marxist fuck of a teacher, send my child out to get fucking indoctrinated by a fucking neo version of fucking Antifa in the future, with my fucking background, oh, I'm kicking fucking ass. I may not kill the motherfucker, but I'm gonna make him fucking hurt, because fuck that. And a lot of these parents, they have no fucking balls, and they won't stand up to this.
Well, no, I'm talking about like, say, 10 years ago, my kids. If some asshat teacher had sent my kids out to fucking protest, that teacher would no longer be around.
Uh-huh.
It'd be like, oh, you're that stupid.
Well, what's amazing is that they're able to get away with it, and that the school systems, they support it, because like that's what
right. It's like, why the no? You don't. Your kids are not pawns. Your kids, and at this point, why the fuck would you put them in public schools at this point anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Especially what I just heard, what I just read. According to certain school districts, I'm not going to name any, but yeah, the school teachers don't have to, be able to read and write English, because most kids can't.
Yeah, they're dropping requirements. My mom, she's an elementary school teacher. She's the type of woman, she's not gonna let her kids slide. She's like, you pass or you fucking fail. That's what we're gonna do. But she works with teachers who are just passing just to pass kids, and it's like, what?
The problem is, it's like, Okay, well, you're not qualified to teach your kids. Really? You can't even fucking pass a goddamn. You're not even capable of fucking do English. Why the fuck can't I do it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, really? So why can't I teach my own kids? Obviously, I'm above you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's
So
pathetic too, the lowering of requirements, because like what you're telling me right now with the teachers, not a lot of them not even like having those requirements to be able to teach English. It makes me think of when I was working in a political polling firm. We were doing the big Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump MSNBC voter polls. All the numbers you saw on MSNBC, those numbers were coming from yours truly in a fucking room full of fucking junkies.
oh, so you suck dick.
Oh yeah, I'm the fucking reason your numbers are fucking busted. I did my fucking job. Everybody else didn't. But no, because they're all fucking high. This is the fourth time I went back to this company, or third or fourth. So the first few times I went, you had to do reading test, you had to do a typing test, you had to basically be bare level literate at the very least. Can you type more than 50 words per minute, which is nothing, and can you read the script? By the fourth time I came back there for the Kamala Trump the Kamala Trump fucking election polls, they didn't test people anymore. So we literally had people, you'd have to read a screen, right? I'd be like, let's see if I can remember it. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ty King, and I'm calling with Venture Data National Research. We're a political public opinion firm, and da-da-da-da-da. You'd have some dumb bitch next to me. Hi, my name is Kendra Gilmore, using a real name. I am with Venture Data Research. And I'd be sitting here like, people are killing each other over these fucking numbers right now. And they would walk next to people reading like that, and they'd pat them on the back and be like, good job, you're trying your best. It was that level of fucking retarded. So to know that's happening to the education system, dude, we're fucked. I did the entire campaign cycle. Like, it was... again, these are the experts. When they're telling you to trust the polling data, they're telling you to fucking trust a fentanyl addict who can't read. Those are the experts.
So what you're saying is what I'm doing the right thing is like, you know, hunting, fishing, growing my own food.
Being self-sufficient, yeah, I'd say that's the way to go.
Not going to the doctor, drinking my own alcohol.
Yeah, man.
Holy fuck.
Dude, the stories I could tell you. I'd go into there and I'd have to fucking wipe cocaine and blood off my fucking desk.
Shut up. We make our own alcohol, it'll be a lot harder than this.
Yeah, but it's stupid easy to make your own meat. The expensive part is just getting your honey.
Yeah, I don't do my own honey. I'm sorry.
That's the only thing that's limiting us.
Well,
wait, besides vegetable oil.
you don't need vegetable oil to make meat. Okay, I'll talk to the meat guys. I'll talk to the honey guys. I know them.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it's getting pretty late. I should probably wrap it up soon just so I can try to get this recording out tonight and get a couple things done. But before we go, what final topic should we go into?
Let me think. Oh, I know. Something spicy?
Yeah.
Is that what she says?
What you got?
Well, I brought it up. It's that that switch that I told you about.
Yep. Want to explain that analogy a little bit? Because
it's kind of dangerous.
Well, they're not going to censor anything from this video, so may as well.
Well, no, of course not, because it's crazy. I can't believe they didn't fucking censor anything.
Yeah. Again, Brother
Oh,
Ryan and fucking Brad here are the least censored people on Triple B. Larry, censored to hell. Brother Scrub, censored to hell. The white separatist and the former KKK member, nada. Zilch. Ain't been throwing it the fuck out there.
right. Well, that's not what you said before. Like when you started, it wasn't like this. No, you said it was like a cake. I don't know what the fuck you said earlier.
Oh, just basically about the whole thing. I think they're fucking collecting evidence. Why does Candace Owens get to be fucking top of the news cycle screaming about fucking Zionism and the Jews when
Want me to tell you why? Want me to tell you why?
tell me why.
Oh, well, because like back in 2016, she wasn't a good girl. She was like, I don't know. She was one of those people that, I don't know,
She's a nasty little
was
bitch.
trying. What?
She was a nasty little bitch. Put it crudely.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like trying to make money off of stuff that actually didn't happen. You know, she was a victim.
And she works in an office right now, from my understanding, that literally operates with federal agents inside of it. So it's like
Well, yeah, there's that too. And here's the crazy part is she's I know it's horrible for me to say she's married to a white guy.
I mean
Anyway, well, what was the last question you were gonna like ask me?
we were talking about the breaker analogy metaphor.
Oh, the breaker, the breaker. Are you sure that was? Are you sure that was what we were talking about?
We were going off on how Israel was collecting all the evidence, and then we went to Candace Owens and beer's kicking in.
Anyway, the breaker, the breaker. Ugh. Anyway, anyway, the leftists somehow think that violence is like this thing that they can turn up and turn down. It's like a rheostat. Let's just put it that way. It's a rheostat. If you're familiar with electronics, you'll understand that. You know what a rheostat is?
I think so. Is it like a thermostat, or am I being retarded?
Think of it as a dimmer switch in your
Okay, a little knob, just kind of. Okay,
yeah. You can turn it up, you can turn it down. The right wing slash the white race. See, the problem is the white race is kind of running out of empathy. Okay, we've been called a racist. We've been called all this, and we're horrible people, and we're privileged. At some point, and it's not that far off. The reason why I'm saying that is no matter who I talk to, even in Ann Arbor, Michigan, if you don't know where Ann Arbor, Michigan, or what Ann Arbor, Michigan is, Ann Arbor, Michigan is a very liberal town. It's the landmark of University of Michigan. These people are very fed up. Now, when you push a circuit breaker one way, it goes kind of easily. Like you turn it back on. When you switch it the other way, it's kind of hard to shut it off. All of you people that keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Problem is you're pushing a circuit breaker. Once that circuit breaker goes, it's going to be really hard to push it.
Yeah.
This is not a foreshadowing. This is a warning. If you look back in history, what happens when white race decides they've had enough?
Pushback.
We don't just stop at a conclave, do we? All of you people that want to wipe us out will suddenly find yourself wiped the fuck out. And we won't stop because, oh, our empathy is done. You might want to step back. Think about the things that you can smile upon. I don't want this. But I'm more than capable of doing it. I'm done pretending that my privilege, trust me, I live in a modest space. I don't want any more. Don't become the monster that you really don't want. Because I will really fuck up your work.
And I want to help you carry that warning because, again, I'm not going to be one of the fucking whites taking up arms in this fight, but I recognize people like you. I see your pain. I see your struggle. I see what you're capable of. I don't want them fucking picking a fight with you either. I want them to back the fuck off. I want them to go home. I want them to find their passions. I want them to reconnect with their families. You know, this is fucking real. And
well, like I said before, I've picked I picked my targets a long time ago. But what I said in another cast, if something happens, I don't get to pick my targets. But nothing's going to stop me from keeping myself and my progeny alive. As far as you're concerned, I will keep you alive if able. Because I know you know the truth.
It's just scary that we've gotten to this point. It's understandable. But these kids don't know what they're fucking with. And it's fucking scary. I had a vanilla version of whatever these kids have coming in 10 years. And while I may not agree with the approach on some things, I fully 100,000% get where you are coming from. And I just wish they'd do the fucking same. Doesn't mean we have to fucking agree on everything. But I see you're upset.
Here's the thing, I don't want to agree on everything.
It's boring to agree on everything, dude.
There's no point to it. We don't have to. You live your life, I live my life. You come fuck with my life, I will fuck your life up. That's all that matters.
How we'll be living.
Oh, it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Problem is idiots don't understand that. And I'm more than capable and more than willing to do anything to do that. By the way, since you're a tattooist, I need some. I don't have any tattoos.
Gotta change that.
Well, actually, a tattoo, actually two that I would love to have done, but I was told I would puke because I would do them.
What tattoo would you want?
You'll have to look up One Warrior's Creed.
Yeah.
And then there's a Teutonic Knight. Both down my ribs.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Because I remember you sending Matt. What's the significance behind the One Warrior's Creed? You mind explaining that a little bit?
It was something was brought out. God, that happened when I was in Kosovo. It was one of those things that was like, that'd be awesome. And then I read it. And I kind of made it myself.
You wrote it?
No, I didn't write it. No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
No, I didn't write it. No. No, I didn't write that. I read it and I was like, oh, wow. And then I went to Haiti, and then I went to Eritrea, and it all kind of. It'd be cool if you read it.
Yeah, you sent it to me at one point. I could put it up on the screen too if you want. I still have a screenshot of it.
That'd be cool. It'd be one of those things that would be something that I've lived by. Okay, yeah, I definitely have lived by that. My sad life.
Man, at least you got a story to tell. You've been a lot of places. You've learned a lot. You have a lot of wisdom to impart. I just hope these fucking kids will listen. I hope that there's somebody who maybe they started watching this video, hate watching, and now they're sitting back being like,
No, to be honest, I would love to, like, on your, if I can get one Antifa guy, I don't care who it is, to sit. We don't have to be like physically, but on your channel, back and forth, tell me what he wants. Like literally, like in my face, tell me what he wants. And what would be even better if we could physically be like in each other's face. I know it's not going to happen, but on your channel, I need to know what those little fuckheads want. What do they want?
what if I did some scouting and tried to find you somebody? So
That'd be great.
I've looked at Antifa channels online. I'm pretty sure I could drop a message, shoot a fucking email, and be like, hey, click this out. Fucking be like, this is an invitation. Like, I've been thinking the same thing. I want to speak to some Antifa members too. I mean, I could sit here and talk to you and Brother Ryan. You know, why not talk to these fucking people? It's not like I haven't fucking.
Well, we still have to finish the Brother Ryan thing because that's going to go really deep.
I can't wait for that episode. We're gonna plan that one soon, like in the next week.
That's going to be like, oh well, you know, we didn't have the Republic for, you know, it's going to go stupid.
I feel
like,
so.
wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been talking a little bit about it to my buddy Cyprian, and I haven't run it by Brother Ryan yet, just because life's been so hectic. I want to host a Holocaust debate between Brother Ryan and Cyprian, and I'm just like,
Oh, well, I'll be there for that. Fuck
yeah, because I could just be the moderator and be like, okay, we're gonna stand back, because Cyprian's like, I loved a lot of what they had to say, but I just didn't agree with a lot of the Holocaust stuff, and I'm like, you'd make such a good debater. Like, I don't do debates on the channel, but I feel like a Holocaust debate on Triple B, holy shit.
He'll be shredded. I can guarantee you he'll be shredded.
I want to see how it goes. I feel like everybody's got equal fucking ammo, and I just want to sit back and watch it happen and be like, all right, I'll come in and tell people to calm down.
I got a silly question for you. What is Anne Frank greatest known for?
I'm scared where this is going. What? Is it a joke or is it an actual question? Because
an actual question and a joke, both.
The diary?
Oh, she's greatest known for the invention of the ballpoint pen.
Great. Now they're going to start taking away fucking views.
Yeah, I know they will. And here's another question. Who is Leo Frank?
Is this?
I know. It's really crazy. Might have to look into the ADL for that.
I'm so lost right now. I'm afraid I'm gonna start Googling shit and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm on the wrong side. Fuck.
Oh god. Everybody out there thinking I'm getting around right now.
Here's a series of questions that you'll absolutely love. Who's in charge of your media?
Israel.
Oh wow, you're ahead of everybody else. Okay.
Say it silently, Israel.
Okay. Here's another question. How many Jews died during World War II?
This is how I put it. I don't fucking know. I used to fucking do the standard answer, and then I read David Icke, and a lot of that, I think in wartime, a lot of numbers get muddied up. I don't know the numbers, but I'm willing to guess that in war, most numbers are wrong when it comes to death counts.
Oh my God, you're way ahead of the average person.
I don't. That's just one of those things where I'm like, I can agree it's in a tragedy either way. So it's like, why debate the numbers?
Well, here's what the average person says. Okay, usually it's like, okay, well, 6 million died during World War II, Jews. Okay, well, the first question is who's in charge of your media? The second question is, how many people died during how many Jews died during World War II? Your third question is, how many Christians died during World War II? Your fourth question is, how many Muslims died during World War II? Your fourth question is, are you sure you don't know who is in charge of your media?
Fuck. Oh shit! This is why this is so important. That's just.
I know I just totally fucked you up.
Again, I'm my revolution is Triple B. I ain't joining this side or joining that side. I'm right here. I'm right here in Triple B. I'm just taking information. But yeah. That's yeah.
Well, the immediate answer is always 6 million, right?
Well, see, this is how little I fucking know it. In my head, I was like 60 million. So it's like I just automatically assume I'm retarded with numbers. So other people are probably retarded with numbers too, even if they are Jewish. And shit gets bungled up.
Okay, here's another quick question.
Fuck.
How many Christians died during the Bolshevik Revolution?
I barely know what the fuck that is.
Okay, the Bolshevik Revolution. 60 million.
That was a smaller conflict, though, right? I mean, obviously.
The Bolshevik Revolution.
Explain the Bolshevik Revolution to my retarded ass. Just a short summary.
That'd be the communist revolution during the Russian.
Oh, okay.
From 1918 till 1920-ish.
Just remember, people, I'm not a fucking teacher. I'm a student.
Right, but at the same time, why aren't those people worried about?
It's like I was kind of telling someone earlier in the comment section, like we should all do our own independent research and study history, and I try to do what I can. Dude, growing up in school, even down here in fucking Texas, we didn't study communism. We studied Nazi Germany like crazy. Communism was like a day or two at most in American history. We would just gloss over it like crazy.
I understand that, but you can't. You really want to understand your enemy.
Yeah. That's why I like Florida. That was one of the things that DeSantis did. He's like, no, we're going to require learning about communism in school. Because the way I see it now, it's like there's two groups of bad guys. But my entire life, I could tell you all this stuff about Nazi Germany and the battles of World War II. When it comes to Russia and shit like that, even in Texas, red, gun-toting, God-fearing Texas, barely anything growing up. I don't think I ever saw a communist hammer and sickle in my fucking history books. Fucking Nazi Germany, you get like half the fucking textbook, right? But when it comes to communism, it's actually really scary how little we learned about that. And I went to a lot of different schools all over the state. I'm starting to see why that's starting to bite us in the ass a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, a lot of it.
A lot of it.
Yeah, and you even think about it like video games, right? Call of Duty. Half the time you're fighting the fucking Germans or the Russians are on your side, right? Or the communists are on your fucking side. And it's just Nazi, 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 Nazi. Which, again, I don't think Nazism was fucking great. I think it's important to learn about. But given how evil communism is and how much I've learned about it, how much it's affected my life in the modern moment, the fact that I didn't know what black shirts were till like a fucking year ago, like, that's not good.
Okay, so since Nazis were so bad, what books did they burn?
I never looked into that one. I know there was book burnings, and everyone from like what people would tell us in Antifa was a bunch of like anti-LGBT, or it was like LGBT books and stuff on transgenderism and all that. But I'm kind of looking at the modern moment. Like, I would burn half of your fucking books. Like, I'm sorry, fucking shit like genderqueer with fucking 5-year-olds sucking off grown dudes. Yeah, I'd burn that in a heartbeat. So it's like, I don't know.
That's what they burn. And you know who was in charge of the book burnings? The students. It wasn't the SS that were burning the books. It was the students.
Looking at it through a modern lens, it makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking of Karlin Borisenko. I've seen videos where she's just like, yeah, send me all these books. I'll fucking burn them myself, or I'll go to the bookstore and buy them out or steal them and this and that. And it's like, I was raised by an English teacher, so there's a little part of me that's just like, book burning. But then, of course, you look at the books. Like, I'll see a fucking video on YouTube about genderqueer, and I'm like, this feels illegal to be looking at right now. What the fuck is this? And then you see these council meetings where there's like this 9-10-year-old kid, and he's reading from one of these books, and he's basically reading to them about how to orally pleasure somebody. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's from Michigan. I know exactly what the one you're talking about.
That kid was a badass. That kid was a fucking
hero. Yeah, that kid was pretty awesome. And his dad comes up, who's like, well, you allowed this.
And Dad asked me as a father, be like, all right, we're gonna go teach you some public speaking. Come on, son. Fuck.
So why wouldn't you allow that?
It's fucking frightening that history isn't what we're taught. And again, for anyone here thinking I'm being radicalized, I'm just looking at holes in my own knowledge. But the thing is, how the fuck is Antifa supposed to know that or have any of this? Or even if they don't believe it, have it presented to them if they don't talk to somebody like you. Because like when they see like these people talking about genderqueer, all these fucked up LGBT books, again, Nazi, because they'll compare it to the Nazi book burnings, the burning of Library of Alexandria, or whatever the fuck.
It wasn't the burning of the Library of Alexandria. It was the burning of what was the name of that fucking? Here's the problem. Nobody understands. Everybody's told about the Weimar Republic.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was so horrible. Nobody tells you what was going on. Does anybody understand what was going on during the Weimar Republic? No. Why? Well, let me see. There was mom and daughter prostitution going on just to live. There was young kids prostituting just to live.
Just like Oregon.
Just like now in the United States, right now in certain places.
Blue places.
Why is that allowed? Everybody's like, oh, well, the Weimar Republic. Well, you know what? We're living it. And people like me don't want to relive it. We are opposed to it. We don't want to go down that cesspool again.
Just becomes fucking Sodom and Gomorrah.
Exactly. Why would you want to do that again?
It's scary. Like, again, thinking of coming from Oregon, like prostitution out the ass. Children are up for fucking grabs everywhere around town. It's just.
You really think Ann Arbor, Michigan's any worse or any better?
Dude, apparently fucking Dallas, Austin, like all these cities in Texas since I've been gone have just completely fallen, and everyone's like, it's fucking Portland 2.0. And it's like, God.
Well, let's think about it. Okay, well, the Weimar Republic was what? Nobody knows. Who knows about the Weimar Republic? All you know is like, oh, well, it was horrible. That's all you hear. Does anybody understand what the cesspool was? Does anybody understand that we are literally at like a precipice? Let's think about this. Men are no longer wanting to date women. Why? Because they're sluts and whores. They're putting themselves out on what? OnlyFans. Oh, well, I'm just putting myself out to make money. Okay, well,
Divorce rate's about 50% right now, and most men never want to bargain their future on a coin toss.
that's my son.
I mean, it's about fucking right. Like, most of my friends are women. And
to be
a lot of them
honest,
are psychotic and they're fucking whores. I mean, a lot of these are ex-friends that I'm saying this about now, but
well, no, where I'm at because of my ex-wife, or
it's the women have gotten out of control. I mean, most of the problems we can all.
the spider bite that I told you about earlier. She tried to tell the cops that I chased her up the fucking stairs and busted her phone, and I spent 2-3 nights in fucking jail because, oh, well, I chased her up the stairs with a spider bite on my leg that I could hobble around the house with, like, I don't know how. And then she called the cops on my phone, on the phone that I provided somehow, and I smashed it against the wall. Somehow she still called the fucking cops. Yeah, I spent 3 nights in jail because She called the cops on the phone that I smashed into. And I chased her up the stairs, by the way.
Well, we live in a society too that automatically sides with the women. I had a friend who went to jail.
Right.
For like a year, 2, maybe 3. He
So-
was gone for a minute, but he had scratches on his face, bruised, bloody, and now he's sitting here with a felony charge and he can't get a fucking job.
Okay, here's the question. What republic do we live in?
So this is the thing. It's a lot of like what you've been telling me. I've been
Believe
writing
all women.
It's like
Here is believe all women.
the Me Too era.
Why? Yeah. Why? No, here's another funny, really hilarious thing I found hilarious. There was a guy that he showed up at a Halloween party. He was in an SS uniform. I know, yeah. Oh, and he got beat up. Why? Oh, he should have expected that, right? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to go with that? So we should believe that any woman that dresses up like a whore should expect to be raped? Because she should expect that, right?
Valid
Same
point.
logic, right?
Kind of is.
Same logic, right? He showed up at a Halloween party in an SS uniform, and he got beat up. It's Halloween, right? And what is the horriest fucking night of the year? Halloween.
Yep.
So all those chicks should just expect to be raped, right?
Goes back to ego and narcissism and me. Live at the expense of everybody else, but also I'm the most caring. I'm the most sympathetic. And it's like, no, you're a psycho-controlling bitch. And we live in a very, I don't even, it's.
And to be honest, my son's a witness to this because I had a fucking psycho bitch come over.
Oh, fuck.
Don't shut up.
Go on.
She lost her fucking mind. I'm done dating. Done.
Live out your life in bliss. Get an AI girlfriend. That's what kids are doing.
No chicks, nothing. I don't give a fuck. You're having a good time? She fell down twice. Psycho beyond belief.
Dude, I've had to stop being friends with girls before. I remember this is one girl back.
No, this is no longer being friends with anybody. No, I'm not dating. Period.
Crazy as fuck.
She lost her fucking mind. I had to leave the house because she said she called 911 and started telling them that I was a Navy SEAL and all this other shit. And I'm like,
claiming that he beat her.
Claiming that I beat her. And I was like, I'm out. I actually literally went to the place where I worked, which is 45 minutes away.
Jesus. This shit happens all the time. It's almost like these women can't make a rational argument as to, okay, I don't like this person anymore. I'm just going to leave. There's a lot of chicks out there, they have to make a scene. They have to make it seem like, no, it's not.
Well, here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. I was like, before all this happened, like, do you want me to take you home? You need me to take you home. I was literally like, I will take you home. Is there a problem? And then she started saying that I'm into 16-year-olds.
dating women your daughter's age.
Dating women my daughter's age, all sorts of shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Claiming
And here's the worst part.
claiming that we were laughing at her even though she fell on her face twice and all we were caring about if she was okay.
Yeah, on top of that, she busted like a glass of.
No. She okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. She got up the second time, right? I had to help her up off the fucking floor. And she got angry and just raked the fucking glass off the goddamn table.
Jesus.
Well, here's the worst part. We had spent like the entire day before together.
Right?
Like
the entire day before, just fine.
I had taken her. I'd taken her literally across the state and back.
No problems.
Yeah, no problems.
Y'all see why I'm a faggot? So much easier. So much easier.
I think it's much more easier just being alone.
See, the thing is, divorce rates with men and women are probably up to 50% by now. Women, lesbian relationships, like marriages, are up to 70%.
That sounds
And
about right.
Man-on-man relationships are up to 28%. I think that's kind of wild.
I mean, it's like that's me and my husband at our best. It's like, yeah, we have our problems, but for the most part, it's just fucking two dudes hanging out. Let's play some fucking video games, watch a movie, go out and fucking do something. It's like
The thing is, men are simple, but women, they already know they're the problem, but at the same time, they don't.
Like I said, I'm done. I might get laid once in a while, but no.
I mean, honestly, yeah, life sounds way happier without all that psychotic shit. Like,
That was the worst part. Is like we spent literally the entire day, like the day before, the day of, and then psycho.
God. The SSRIs just all kicked in that day.
There were a few red flags, though.
There was a couple, but at the same time, I would rather just pay for a piece of ass and then just go away.
It's not blame, especially after going to jail. Be like, fuck.
Well, I didn't go to jail. No.
No? Oh, I thought you were jail on that one.
Nope, didn't go to jail.
Oh, okay, that's
she found her phone finally and she dialed 911. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And all of a sudden she said, well, he's a Navy SEAL. I'm like, what the fuck? I
had to tell off the cops and all that because they showed up and they saw me and they were all calm all of a sudden.
Yeah. And she's like, he's a Navy SEAL. And she looked at me. She's like, do you have any weapons in the house? I'm like, none that you've seen. And she's like, he says none, but I don't believe him. I'm like, I'm the fuck out. And luckily, I had other shit to do. Yeah, she's fucking wow.
These bitches are out there and they're doing this shit constantly. They feel empowered.
Yeah, and I as soon as I looked when she said that, I'm like, oh, I got to get out of here. No, because there's going to be guns drawn, there's going to be things going on, and I'm going to fucking end up in jail for no fucking reason.
Yeah, because at that point, basically what she's saying is
bring the whole they were so calm when they saw me open the door. I'm like, I opened the door and they were like, I'm like, hey, I'm Brad's son. They were like, where's your dad? I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
They calmed down real quick.
God damn.
Yeah. I'm not dating anymore. Fuck them.
I
Me
don't-
neither. He understands why I'm not.
I mean, honestly, you got your Splinter Cell, you got your wine, you got your home. Like, fuck bitches.
I pretty much experienced what he did, but at a younger age.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. A lot of the guys that I'm friends with, like I said, my buddy, he went to jail after his girlfriend beat the shit out of him. He's been out of fucking job for months. Even the second chance places won't get him for his fucking felony charges.
Well, his mom sent me into jail 2 weeks after I got back from Afghanistan.
Oh, that's why I was getting the stories mixed up. I see. Yeah.
Well, this is different. This is just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is recent. Jesus.
Yeah, this is the spider bite chick. His mom is a spider bite chick.
Jesus Christ. Well, Brad, I probably should wrap things up. I do got to get a couple things done before the end of the night. But, man, you got any closing thoughts for tonight?
Oh, let me see.
Any last fuck you to Antifa or anything?
No, I'm not going to say that. What I really, 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 really would like is some Antifa guy, somebody that is like on the left, like super far left, to sit down with me and ask me what the fuck they want. That's what and to be honest, as soon as they spout off about the goddamn Second Amendment, I'll tell them to fuck off. Literally. It's like, wow, that's interesting because you believe in the Communist Manifesto and that has nothing to do with the Second Amendment. Fuck off.
Well, I can promise you one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be researching, and maybe I'll try to reach out to a couple people, clip out your requests, send it their way. And if we could facilitate a piece or just a talk or something between you and an Antifa member, I'd be more than happy to try to facilitate it.
Yeah, if we want to sit down and like have a fun talk back and forth, that'd be great.
Like, it doesn't have to be hostile. I would implore anybody to talk to you. You're such an easy guy to get along with, dude. Like, it's these people, they don't have to try hard in order to make friends. It's just a matter of dropping their fucking ego, realizing not everything's a fucking game or a mission, and just trying to understand the other side. That's it. That's fucking it.
Oh, I'm not really hard to get along with. Ask my son.
Okay, no, honestly, these conversations have been great. It's just so fucking sad that there's a whole section of society that's not allowed to talk to people like you, purely based off of your skin color or your ideological differences. It's fucking retarded. We're not learning anything. We're not fucking growing. We're all borderline ready to kill each other. We could pull back at any fucking moment.
Well, like I said, like I told you before, I don't get to pick once this kicks off. I really don't.
And it will kick off. I don't think this is a matter of if. This is a lot of this is a matter of just fucking when.
What I was telling you before is like it's like a circuit breaker. A lot of people, their empathy is gone. Back in 2019 when everybody was kissing everybody's feet, yeah, you had empathy. But it wasn't enough for those people. And a lot of people are like, oh, that wasn't enough? Really? You're going to kick a circuit breaker. And how hard is it to push that circuit breaker back?
Well, more difficult.
No, really. You've done a circuit breaker.
Yeah.
It's not hard to push it one way.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it to push it back? And what happens when people get really pissed off. People like me.
It's not going to end well. I
It's
mean,
not
hell, we
easy.
live in a society of we can get an example every fucking day. You can turn on the TV tomorrow, there'll be a new fucking shooting. One person with one gun. Now, let's imagine a country at war where there's 30 versus 40, 50 versus 60. Like, this is not going to fucking end well. They're grooming us with these fucking shootings. They're fucking getting us all ready for when the mass attacks start happening. We're all killing each other. And
Well,
we're so sensitized.
that's not exactly what I'm talking about. What happens when a bunch of judges finally let off enough people from raping certain people? What happens when enough judges let off enough people from doing whatever they want to do? All of a sudden, you flipped a switch. All of a sudden, you have quite literally vigilante justice. How are you going to stop that? You can't. What happens when you like, oh, that group of people has, I don't know, fucked my life up a lot. Let's just go through that neighborhood. I'm not condoning it. I don't want that to happen. Like I've told you, it's not. I'm not a supremacist. I'm a separatist. Why do I have to live with this? And a lot of people are like, I don't have to live with this. Fuck this. I'm gonna fuck it up. Not me. But the more people I talk to, it's like, fuck this.
It's the same down here. Most people I've talked, it's like I said, empathy is run out. People are done giving a fuck. And
Right.
rightfully so.
And
It's
it's
like,
like-
how much longer can we deal with this shit? We can't. It's not sustainable. This isn't sustainable.
No, it's not. At a certain point, it's like, oh, well, as long as it doesn't happen in my neighborhood, oh, it happened in my neighborhood, you're dead. You're done. You are, oh, who are you? Oh, wait, you didn't even exist. What makes you think that's going to stop?
So like I said in my message to Antifa the other day, Antifa's biggest fault is they look at the preservation of their space, their communities, their country as a fucking game. Men like you look at it like a fucking mission. That's the fucking difference. And that's where they're
Well-
gonna fuck themselves.
Well,
Sorry, what'd you say?
the Antifa guys,
Not.
they have a mission. They might think let me think. They might think they're on the right
What'd you
side,
say?
but they're going to get eaten by the bigger fish.
They already are and they don't realize it.
I don't know if they have been, but I know I think yeah, I think right now they just don't know it yet.
Well, the thing is, Antifa is a global movement. All they fucking have to do is look at the UK. the Muslims came in, they opened the gates, and all of a sudden the Muslims are attacking Antifa like it's nobody's fucking business. All they have to do is look at their fucking neighbors and realize, holy shit, that could be us tomorrow. But it's the inability to look at it.
Well, right. Well, that's what I was kind of getting at. Without saying it, because I don't want to put words in their mouth. I basically want them to understand their mistakes on their own. They have to learn their own mistakes. I don't think anybody in Antifa right now can learn anything from what I'm saying. They're going to be eaten at this point.
Yeah.
It's sad, but at the same time, I can see the terror in their face. That's the problem. Because they're going to be turned on. I can see it. Yeah, I can, from experience of my own.
Full state of panic right now. They know they've lost all their support. They know they've lost their systems. They know they're going to jail. They know all these things, and they're just deers in a headlight.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, they don't know that.
No,
they don't know that until literally the terror is going to be in their face when the boot in there is in their face. They're not going to feel it, see it coming. And it's not going to be from me. It's the worst part. If it was for me, there might be some compassion. That's the problem. If it was from someone like me, there would be some compassion. But where it's coming from now, there is no compassion. They're in trouble. And it's sad.
I personally think we're going to see a massacre. I think we're going to wake up one morning and one of these Antifa crowds is going to get mowed down, and that's just going to be the spark. Hell, it's what they were fucking dropping in the Civil War movie. They're like, the Marxist massacre in Portland. They're trying to get it into our fucking subconscious. Like, as soon as that happens and someone turns on them or a fucking bomb blows up in the crowd, it's all going to be chaos.
At the same time, I see on X these kids in safe houses. You can see in their eyes that they think they're right. Maybe they are in certain points.
They're just kids at the end of the day.
I know they're kids, but they're dead.
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. That's the part that hurts. I'm not watching brave men and women who are going to be slaughtered. I feel like even the older people, I'm just like, these are brain dead children marching.
Well, all I've seen is the younger kids in the safe houses because I have access to their safe houses. That's the problem is these idiots think they're hiding. I know everybody in my area. I know everybody in Portland. I know everybody in Minneapolis. I know everybody in Chicago. I've seen their faces. Everybody thinks they're hiding. They aren't. If I can find you, trust me. I'm not anything special. But at the same time, I will hunt you. But the looks on their faces is, I know they're wanting something more. And I understand that. But this is the wrong way. Marxism is the wrong way. Whatever they're rooting for is totally the wrong way. But I told you earlier, find your special ability. Not some 80-year-old or 90-year-old fucking theory. Why are you wasting your fucking time on some asshole that sat on his ass and ended up with his wife in debt and begging for her life so she could fucking live? Why would you waste your life on that theology? Some bullshit fucking Marxist, some may I ask, what in nature is fair?
Not a damn thing.
So why in the fuck are you asking for fair in the real world?
Yeah.
What's fair in nature? What's fair in the real world? What? It's called meritocracy for a reason. You are the best. Why?
Because what you bring to the table.
Exactly. It's just like all these cunts. Oh, what do I bring to the table? I am the table. No, you're not. No, you're okay. You're the table. Really? It better be made out of fucking mahogany with some fucking, I don't know, gold inlays and all sorts of other shit. Just like you. What makes you the best tattooist or tattoo artist?
I wouldn't even put myself as best. I would just say what makes me a better scratcher than other scratchers. I actually care about people. I actually take the time to formulate good designs. I actually was caring about what I was doing. Again, I haven't done it for a minute, but I think for me, it had to do a lot with trying to build community, making people feel comfortable, being a good conversationalist. Because, I mean, the art's pretty basic for what I was tattooing. I didn't get too far with a lot of the designs, but it's, I guess, just trying to be a good person to be around, make it a comfortable process,
Okay.
conversationalist.
Okay. So
But
if
as
I
far as
came
being
to
the best
you,
artist, I got to work on that.
so if I came to you and said, "Hey, I want down this set of ribs, one warrior's creed, and down this set of ribs, I want our Teutonic Knight," can you do it?
Yeah.
Can you do it like better than anybody else?
Honestly, in my current state, just being honest and humble with it, no, I have a lot to grow and learn. I'd like to
So
say yes.
so basically, you could do the text, but not the Teutonic Knight.
Yeah, the night would take some practice, but the text, absolutely. It's because for me, it's just like there's so many people that try to get in and they're like, no, I am the best. I can make a face. I can make this. And for me, it was just like, no, we're going to baby step. Otherwise, we're going to fuck somebody over for the rest of their
Okay,
lives.
so you're farther ahead than anybody else. So you understand your limitations. Yes, you can do the text. You will have to work on the Teutonic Knight. right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the problem with everything else in the world? Everybody thinks they under they have the answer. Really, what's the answer? What? Here's another question. What makes you think that you know what's best for me?
Oh.
Can you tell me how to live my life?
Nope. It's like people try to tell me all the time how to live mine and how I shouldn't podcast or how I should do this and how I should do this. And it's just like, unless you've sat in my shoes,
Oh,
you don't know what these things have done for me.
that's strange. We have a whole group of people aimed at Antifa and on the right. I don't know what the fuck they're called anymore, but they want to tell other people how to live their lives. Wow. Now I understand there should be there's moral guidelines and everything like that. However, I live on 2.5 acres. What do you live on? What do you live on? What? How much acres do you live on?
Me personally,
Yeah.
tiny 1-bedroom apartment. Probably a couple
Okay.
yards
So
that way, couple yards that way.
so so literally, how can I tell you how to live your life?
Couldn't.
How how can I
That's
tell
someone in
you
your
that?
position. I feel like you can do is kind of what you're doing now is offer guidance, inspiration, wisdom, and maybe
Okay,
one day I
but
could
but
be
I
sitting on
can't.
2 acres.
But at the same time, I can't tell you, hey, go grow a garden. Can I?
Nope.
I can't tell you to, hey, you know what? Go out back and shoot a deer. Can I?
Nope.
No, I can't. Best I can do is say, hey, you might want to get out of your situation, get to a position where you are more you know, able to be more in control of what you need, what you so that's the best I can do. I can offer guidance, but I can't say, hey, you know what? Go out back, shoot a deer. Right? You can tell that to me. Kind of hard. You can tell me to do that, but at the same time, it's like, fuck, I had to work 90 hours this week. Really? You can't tell me how to work, how to live. I can't. I can't do the same to you.
I think that's one of the ways that COVID broke a lot of people is you really saw at the end of the day, people wanted to be told what to do, where to go, how to act. And post that, it's like they're still trying to maintain that structure of do what I say at all times. And it's like, no, we're fucking done with that. You got to
Well,
stop.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is a lot of people need the shit slapped out of them.
Preach.
Well, like I brought up one of the posts that I put. Oh, you're one of those guys that has never had the shit kicked out of him.
Oh.
Have you? Well, there was that one guy. He's like, he never said a word after that, did he?
Nope. And let me
Right.
say, as someone who's had the shit slapped out of him, shit kicked out of him, face punched in, I deserved it just about every time. At least in
Right.
my personal case.
Right. At the same time, it's like I grew up like that. I mean, most people have in these days, online anyway. How many people online? It's like, oh, well, you're a blah blah blah. Really? Where are you? Well, that's not. No, I'm gonna fucking come and kick the shit out of you.
Crickets.
They can't do that. Nobody will do that. It's ridiculous to me. It's like, hey, you know what? I don't agree with you. I think you're an asshole. Let's go kick the shit out of each other. Never happened. even in those local forums, you'll get kicked off so fucking quick. Oh, well, you threatened this, and he was an asshole. He was a piece of shit.
It's like me getting fired at work for fear and intimidation. It's like, yeah, he was raping kids, so I scared him.
Exactly. It's like, okay, so I can't kick the crap out of him because he said, blah 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 to me. He told me I was a piece of shit. Oh, that's okay.
Yep.
Nobody's like I said when Brother Ryan was on. It was like, oh, my first fight was, I was in kindergarten. It was against a second grader. I won. There was an actual fight. Who does that anymore?
Nobody. They all shoot each other.
Well, no, they tell the teacher.
Yep.
They tell the teacher or the whatever. It's not it. No, nobody fucking kicks the crap out of each other because of, you know what? People need to kick the crap out of each other.
We live in a society where spitting on somebody is a fucking assault. It's like, really? This is what we're doing.
And I'm literally like, where are we? And you know what we need to do is we need to start creating what they're called, agoges. The Spartan
arenas.
Well, no, not so much. More of an Athenian type of
mutual respectful combat. Is that kind of what it is?
Well, there's like the combat, workout, and there's the library. But it's only men.
Yeah.
No women. Just you work out and you might beat the shit out of each other, but there's also this library over here where you actually fucking, but on top of that, no fucking phones, no computers, no nothing.
Well, what you're describing is the Jedi Temple. If you think about it.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of, yeah. I think that's what we need.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
People need to step away from, what are you doing in here with your phone? Oh, well, no, get phone, car, bye.
For real.
Actually, there was a couple other guys that were actually thinking about doing that with me. Like, no, no phones, only women, but it wouldn't work out in Ann Arbor.
Get shut down real quick.
Oh yeah, totally. But we almost did it in. Where was that? It was in Ann Arbor, but it was like the far outskirts.
Oh no, yawn! You're gonna make me yawn.
Not bad. But yeah, it was quite literally, it was just men, but there was like a workout area where it was where, very, very few machines, a lot of like free weights. And then there was like the combatives area. It was just wrestling mats and basically anything went except for eye gouging and busting each other's nuts. And then there was like literally a library, like a classics library.
Dude, that honestly sounds awesome.
It was awesome. We had it going for like 3 weeks until women showed up.
Oh shit!
Protested it.
Protested
it.
It's fucking retarded. Meanwhile, they'll push for women's only spaces, black only spaces, and it's just like you just can't have a bunch of guys hanging out.
Well,
No, fuck you.
Well, no, we allowed the women in there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, for like 10 minutes until they couldn't deal with it, and then they insisted that it be shut down because it was toxic masculinity.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's why we can't have a goddamn Jedi temple.
Nope, it's the Sith temple now, bitch.
God. Well, Brad, I should probably wrap it up.
Okay, you said that like 3 times.
Oh, I know. I feel bad. I want to try to get as much editing on this done as possible. And honestly, I'm starting to sit here and yawn a little bit, and I'm worried I might pass out before I can do that. So I kind of want to get on it. But if you're down, I think we should have another solo discussion sometime. For the moment, I'm still unemployed. So shit, do this in the next few days, next week if you wanted. Really up to you. The crowd seems like you.
The crowd seems to like me.
Like I've enjoyed having you on the channel, man. Just getting these perspectives and like now I need to go and do more research on the Weimar Republic and the Bolshevik Revolution, Leo Frank and the ADL. Like it's you're coming with a lot of information. I'm taking notes. I'm just like shit. Okay.
I saw you taking notes. I'm like, fuck.
I'm a big note taker. I have journals full of notes that I just put and then I never go back to. But these ones I'm gonna go back to.
Well, don't forget the Anne Frank diaries.
Yeah, I got that written down. I got S2 Underground. It's you come with a lot of information, and I think it's just information we all need to have. Again, whether or not we agree on things or not, it's important to know where people are coming from.
You know what Anne Frank is most known for, right?
Oh, we just went through this. Not the diary. Creation of the ballpoint pen.
Yep. There you go.
See, I remember.
You took notes. And all you have to do is remember when the ballpoint pen was created.
I'm scared to Google this shit later. I'm just gonna be like, God damn. Oh shit. Well, Brad, again, it's been an honor having you. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. You guys just make sure to like, subscribe, share. It's been really nice, and I'm tipsier than I expected to be by the end of this. I didn't really sip that much beer, but I think I pre-gamed a lot. I literally had a beer in my car before sitting, and I came back to my front door, and I was trying to unlock my door with my fucking car keys, just pressing the button. I'm like, oh, fuck. I hope I'm good on this. But I think we made it through okay. I only dropped the N-word once. The criticisms of Israel were pretty light in comparison.
Hey, we didn't even touch on the Jews yet.
Next time.
Oh yeah, we did. We did a little bit.
God, if you'd asked me if I would have been having these conversations in 2020, I would have laughed my ass off and said, fuck you. This is great.
All right. Well, have fun. Have fun researching.
Always. And you guys just be sure, take care, have a great night. Brad, you do the same, and peace and love.
They not like us, eh? Fuck the synagogue of Satan, eh? Hey, fuck the synagogue of Satan. Jew not like us, we don't want no association. Giving Jewish people a misrepresentation and using Jerusalem just for gentrification. The devil in disguise, the shit identity fraud. You claiming my religion, but you don't believe in God. You killed Jesus Christ, then you killed hip-hop. My good Jewish people, it's time to drain the swamp. Exposing the snakes in the grass and the hypocrites. Eliminate all the pedophiles and degenerates. Abusing our tribe is something to hide behind. Even the Bible said you're the destruction of mankind. Ruining our culture, you the dirtiest and slimiest. Zionists. You the reason that the whole world hating Zionists. You the reason that I have to deal with anti-Semitism and keep having to apologize to Muslims and Christians. Because of y'all, everybody blaming Israel. Because of y'all, civilian children are getting killed. I'm unifying Ashkenazi and Sephardic. Let's free Palestine and turn the devil to our target. Cause we long overdue for a peaceful compromise. Once we recognize there's evil on both sides. Soldiers in the IDF, I pray your soul is blessed. But understand Hamas ain't the only terrorists. Jewish privileges, I haven't received any. The Rothschild family hasn't given me a penny. George Soros hasn't given me a dime. See, he's the type of swine that's an enemy of mine. Lord, protect my bloodline from the Jeffrey Epsteins, the Harvey Weinsteins, raping and molesting, government officials who stand for ethnic cleansing, crooked politicians on the right and the left wing, Nancy Pelosi manipulating stocks, and fuck Larry Fink, the owner of BlackRock. You think Scott Gottlieb is living by the Torah? His grandfather created MK Ultra, and he's the same guy behind the Pfizer vaccine. Him and Dr. Fauci work together as a tag team. Now let's talk about Lou Pearlman molesting Backstreet Boys behind closed curtains. He discovered NSYNC and ran a Ponzi scheme. Started a record label just so he could fondle teens. Sold a lot of dreams in exchange for sexual favors, but when it's time to pay, he disappeared with the paper. Mark Jacobs got these rappers wearing purses, promoting sex changes cause he's homies with the surgeons. They do it for the money, the power and control. The Illuminati's goal is to steal the human soul. They'll tempt you with a chain, some fame in a movie role, but the only way to get it is sell your booty hole. Humiliation rituals, now they got blackmail. They know their biggest threat is a fully conscious blackmail. Brainwashing you to think it's cool to get your ass killed. Population control, we all know that that's real. Love to the Orthodox protesting the war, cause at the end of the day, what the fuck are we fighting for? Put our faith in the Lord and we gon' find out the source before we blow up this earth and become like the dinosaurs. Amen. I thank God for this air that I breathe. Take a moment of prayer, I swear I believe. Almost extinct, last of a dying breed. A proud Jewish American hero in Tel Aviv. Tell the synagogue of Satan, Jew not like us, Jew not like us, Jew not like us. Jeffrey Epstein, Jew not like us, Jew not like us, Jew not like us. George Soros, Jew not like us, Jew not like us, Jew not like us. Harvey Weinstein, Jew not like us, Jew not like us, Jew not like us. The Rothschild family, Jew not like us, Jew not like us, Jew not like us. Fuck the synagogue of Satan, it's right there in the Bible. Fuck the synagogue of Satan, Jew not like us. They claim to be Jews, but they have no genuine connection with God. Getting sick and tired of y'all motherfuckers misrepresenting my people, misrepresenting our culture. Everybody hates Jewish people right now because of y'all. And there's so many good, hardworking, amazing, genuine Jewish people all over this world. And because of y'all, we have to deal with anti-Semitism in our everyday life. Fuck the synagogue of Satan.